live. Welcome everybody to saveVSgames presents episode 4 of Curse of Strahd. So, hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Unlucky 4. I feel like somebody's going to die.
We're in a tentacly situation.
We're about to show everybody why this is called Death House. In our last session, our PCs all met the ghosts of the two eldest Durst children, Rose and Thorn, and the kids have been locked in their rooms by their father, who promised to come back for them, but never did. They waited there helplessly, and eventually they starved to death, their skeletons clutching each other in the middle of the room on the floor. This is how our PCs found them, and Thorn was carrying a stuffed doll, which had an eerie resemblance to Midnight, our paladin of Ezra. The PCs learned that this doll was some sort of facsimile of Ezra, and the children seemed to trust her more than the other adventurers who had stumbled into their room. And the ghosts of these children were able to possess some of the players and try to keep them from leaving the kids alone again, as they were convinced that this is their last chance or their best chance to get down to the basement and find out what happened to their mother and father and their baby brother Walter. Cole, our Triton cleric of Persona, tried to pour salt and oil on their bones and burn them, believing this to be the best way to lay their souls to rest. The ghosts of the children did not appreciate this action, and the younger brother Thorn reached in an icy hand out to Cole and stopped his heart dead. Cole dropped dead, and his body was transported to a dark, mysterious temple of some sort, surrounded by giant amber blocks that contained black, snake-like spirits writhing and calling out to him with whispers and promises. This was the same place that Krim was transported to, but neither of them wanted to explain their experience to the group, and so they were unaware of their shared experience together. So, after choosing the gift given to him by Nagranas, the Hand of Oblivion, Cole was returned to Durst Manor, and the party found the hidden entrance to the basement they were searching for. They ventured down into the depths of the house and found the cultists' quarters and eventually some more information about the fate of the Durst family. They have learned that Mr. Durst was mostly ignorant of this whole situation, but was guilty of adultery and had a child with the nursemaid Margaret. Mrs. Durst had tried to accept the child into the family, but her shame was too great, and while Margaret was pregnant, Mrs. Elizabeth Durst began a cult that sought immortality in an attempt to stop her aging and retain her beauty. They sacrificed anyone they could lure into the house with hopes that they would be granted the same gifts as Strahd. Mr. Durst was alerted to her crimes by a letter he received from the warlord, stating that the cult's actions were chaotic and pointless and would only lead them to further suffering. When Margaret's bastard child was born, Mrs. Durst finally snapped. She killed the nursemaid, stuffing her body in a trunk, and took the infant to the basement to sacrifice it. After some further debate about how to lay the children's bodies to rest, the party were able to get them safely to the family crypts and place them into tombs with their names already engraved upon them. Cole, angry that the children had attacked him, again tried to disrupt this burial process by lighting the bones of the children on fire, but Midnight was quick to stop him, and Rose possessed his body, and the children entered their tombs, and Chris performed a burial rite, hoping their spirits would find peace. Our adventurers have now come across the altar where the cult did their evil work. Being in such an evil presence, Savorie, who was played by our guest star Jen, awesome, last week and the week before, who was recently bitten by a werewolf and has been fighting against that change, finally succumbed to her curse and began to turn feral as her new werewolf form emerged fully. After attacking the altar, they were able to draw out the creature that lurks there still. A shambling mound of corpses, body parts grown together unnaturally, all lumped together in an amorphous mass of grasping and twitching limbs that are trying to hold on to anything that lives that comes near it. So now the party finds themselves fighting on two fronts, with Krim grappling the newly turned werewolf and everyone entangled by the fleshy tendrils reaching out from this horrifying creature, as they come out of the water with grasping fingers and hands holding you all in place. Midnight has been blinded by the monstrosity as it spewed its thick bile like gore out of a giant mouth lined with teeth that look like broken bones. So, that's where we left off.
And we are well armed.
You are well armed. Okay, so what we will do is the turn order. Boom. Is that working for everybody now?
Clear as day.
Awesome. Okay, so it is actually Avoray's turn, the werewolf, and she has been grabbed by Krim, and as
There's
everybody...
explosions. I'm hearing explosions.
Yeah, this might be the wrong thing.
And
here.
gunfire. Like we're storming Normandy.
I mean, can I have a gun? That would be super handy right about now. Silver bullets, anyone?
I got a silver sword.
Let's try that one. A little better. A little better. Okay. I think I clicked the wrong button there. So yeah, Avoray, who's been turning into a werewolf, in the midst of this terrible place. She's not really in control of her actions anymore, and Krim and the whole team was saying, like, you know, hold her down, stop her, you know, and so she's been...
No, I was saying throw her into the monster. Let the monster cheer her up.
Well, there were some debating opinions, I suppose, but overall, they decided not to attack her and instead attack the altar. And so she is now frustrated by this whole situation and getting angry. She's going to try to break out of your grapple. So she'd like to do an opposing strength check.
Rolled an 18.
Did I not roll? I don't get it.
Werewolf
You rolled a
strength
6.
rolled.
Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. 6. Aha. Okay, so she's not breaking out of your grapple. That's her turn. Midnight, you are up. You are blinded.
Since I'm blind, I can still assume everyone would be in the same. I would just assume everyone was in the same positions I last saw them in.
Yes. You can
Okay.
assume that.
Would like to assume that.
Don't stab me.
I'm not gonna stab you. Don't worry.
You still
I'm
have
not
your
gonna
hearing.
stab.
You still
Yeah.
have your hearing, so
Actually, a
you have some
slashing weapon.
sense of perception, and you have your feet. There's water all over the ground, so you can feel, you know, you have some sort of idea of where you are.
I think first I'll try to save against the tendrils to see if I can move at all. Strength save. No, I cannot.
And the hands grab, more hands than you were expecting are grabbing your legs.
Okay, so since she can't move currently, she will point her hand, the last place she saw the werewolf, and cast command. And just say the word approach. Then after she casts her spell towards the werewolf, she'll just say, Plan B, kill the werewolf instead. So I believe that's a save the werewolf has to make. I think it's a DC 13 wisdom.
Okay. That's not the greatest, but
Oh, I
Ooh,
tried.
good roll. So yeah, she was able to somehow, because she's so full of all this rage and strange emotions, she's not able to listen to your command. And Cole,
That would be
I
my
think
turn.
You're up.
Um,
Cole is standing beside a wheel
Crank.
that's in the wall, a crank wheel, and it looks like it would control this portcullis that has blocked them from exiting this room or entering this way.
now, just to clarify, I'm not blind. I'm grappled, correct?
Yes.
You're grappled by the floor, by the grasping tendrils.
Okay. And the other thing I wanted to clarify is, do we really have to kill Avery?
Are you
because-
metagaming right now? You have 6 seconds. Your turn's almost over.
Well, she was an ally of ours, and I don't think it's her fault that she changed.
Do what your
Is-
character would
Your
do.
character has 6 seconds. You have a.
Would Cole kill her
Okay.
or would he not?
If you want to quickly say something,
I'll
like,
shoot her with a crossbow.
feel free. You're gonna shoot the werewolf.
Yes.
Okay.
I like how you had that internal struggle, but on my turn, I'm just gonna throw her into the monster.
That's a hit. So give me some damage. And that's 5 damage because of the magical. Are you using
Bolts?
magical bolts?
No,
Who
I'm
has
not.
it? Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't have any.
I think Chris and Mira are the only one who have magic bolts.
Gotcha. Okay, so your crossbow bolt hits her in the back, and she doesn't really move very much. She's just Krim, you're up.
Oh, and just 1 second. Let me see if I have a bonus action here.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try to free myself from the grapple. Strength save.
Strength save DC 11. You're free to move.
So how high is the ceiling again? Sorry.
The grasping hands are wet. It's about like a 16-foot ceiling in here, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna fly. Well, 16 feet up, and then bringing the werewolf. Then I'm gonna drop the werewolf down the monster. Sorry for the cuts. Yeah.
Okay. So you're currently 16 feet up in the air. Let's do this. And I've got little markers there for you to be flying with, and you can take off the blue hand. I'll do that. Then boom, boom.
16. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Let me fix that.
You got it. You got it. Okay. So she is no longer held by the tendrils either, or grappled either, but she has been dropped on the mound. And I'll say roll a d6 for 10 feet of dropping her damage. So the mound and the werewolf both take 5 damage
Okay.
as they collide into each other.
Awesome.
And Savorie, I'm gonna get her to make a dex save. Just a quick, easy dex save. Yeah, that's good. She lands on her feet.
I don't have the end of turn button on my chat. I don't know why.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's not enabled currently, it seems.
Okay.
oh yeah, it's not working. Weird. I'll have to get that going after the combat's over. Okay, so the shambling corpse mound. Its turn, and
Did
it's
the
going-
blindness effect wear off at the beginning or end of its turn? Because can't remember which one it said for the,
blinding
blinding.
gore until the end of the
okay.
corpse mound's next turn. Yeah. So it's gonna go ahead and try to it's still got Mira grappled in front of her. So it's going to open its mouth, its wide jaw just ripping and tearing the flesh to become even wider. And the feet, you can see as it's opening its mouth, the teeth are all made of broken bones, like femurs snapped in half. And it crushes down on you and engulfs you.
Psychic.
Much oof.
So-
I think that missed.
You
Yeah,
don't.
that misses.
Okay, so it tries to engulf you, but does not.
It gets some stone.
It doesn't cause any damage the first turn, anyways.
Alright.
Anyways,
Is that the end of its turn?
That is the end of its turn, yeah.
I can see.
And it's now going to be Chris Cooper.
All right. So I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at it. Actually, no, I'm gonna stick with a crossbow.
Okay, at the mound,
Yeah.
it sort of gets lost in the mix of body parts and deflects off. It almost did find purchase, but it did not. Oh wait,
Okay.
is it +1 to hit?
I
Are you-
already added it in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it did not hit.
Okay, then my turn.
Mira, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna swipe at the mound with my rapier. That's a crit. Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. All right.
Hey.
So.
That add crit
six-
damage in there?
No, it didn't.
Ooh. Isn't it just double? Oh, it's 2 rolls.
Yeah, it's double dice, but it wouldn't have my modifier on it. So that's 6.
And
Yep, 10 piercing.
Okay.
educational.
And then because I hit it with my rapier on a melee attack, I can shoot it with my crossbow with the magic
Bolts. Oh.
bolts. 10 to hit.
No.
Okay. So that's minus a bolt. And that's my turn because I can't move.
Hey, Savorie the werewolf. She's going to start running back this way and run towards this door.
Does she still count as a person? Or is she a beast? Or
She
a monstrosity?
is technically a werewolf, so at one point she can be a human again. Or an elf again, sorry.
Never mind, I'll just talk to him about it on my turn.
So yeah, you can see she's like, what is this? You know, like, and she pulls away from this thing. As she does so and turns her back on it, it decides it's going to attack her again. And it slams a fleshy fist of bones and arms, but it misses and the water splashes everywhere. So she's gone. And she's looking for a way to open this door now. So you guys push through. And she still has enough to get to here. She dashed away. Okay. Midnight. You're up.
Boy, let's see if I can get out the grapple one more time. Let's see, strength save. Oh no. Boo.
Yeah, so you're stuck in place still.
Let's see. Is there anything I can do?
Just so everybody knows. it is a
How's Myra looking health-wise?
I mean, she's pretty bloody, but like standing her own.
Eat your sword.
Not eating the sword.
Don't eat your sword.
Throw your sword.
Because not wanting to lose weapons in the mound of disgusting, I'm gonna put a hand on Myra's shoulder and give her 5 of my lay on hands pool.
Thank you.
Ironically, that is very close to what we needed.
Yay!
I'm so squishy, guys. It's fine.
And that'll be my turn.
Cole.
Cole is frustrated. He saw Avery run out through that doorway, which I assume closed behind her.
She just left it.
Okay.
It was just a stone
Slab?
stone slab that's sort of like easy swing. Done easy swing.
I'm gonna lift my hand, and point at the creature next to Krim, and I am going to cast Sacred Flames on it. And I'm gonna say, "The Lord rebuke you."
Okay. Is that a dex save?
Save, yeah.
Yeah.
It does not save.
Ooh, I did so much damage.
That is
I'm rolling
2
horrible.
radiant damage. And you see the creature, it definitely didn't like it, but it didn't overly hurt it more than you'd think it would have. Okay, Krim, you're up.
Okay, so it's gonna fly down, and then it's gonna try to prone this thing. Can you prone a mound? Let's find out.
You can sure try, because I don't know.
Yeah, it is. I don't
She
know if I should
big.
even roll this, but it's immune to prone.
Oh.
And it beat you.
Yeah, so I'm just about 10 feet.
As you can see, it's like it's almost looks like it's some kind of gelatinous cube almost, but it's made of body parts. It roils, it moves, the flesh pulsates.
It's flesh
as it
jelly.
moves. It's a bunch of body. It's maybe 50 corpses all piled together, rotted, but then reconstituted. Yeah.
So just absorb my kick, and I'm just gonna stay there, hovering. That'll end my turn.
Okay. And the corpse mound will again attempt, I suppose. It's going to try to recharge its thing first, though.
Oh no.
It does not.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it's going to do its giant bite attack and try to engulf again. Mira, you
Does
are
a 16?
grappled and bitten.
Yep, that hits. So 2 psychic. And
No,
then
you don't take any psychic damage yet. That's all.
It looks like a
didn't roll it
save
in
needs
there
to be made?
properly. Yeah, at the start of the mound's turn, you do. But right now, what happens is
Yeah, I see.
you've been picked up by your feet by this mound. So your whole head, your arms, everything, you're standing like this. You get swallowed by the whole thing, and you feel your ankles and your feet being grabbed by the teeth and held in place there. And so what you see inside of the thing is, I'll put it in your journal right now.
Lots of nasties.
Hey, Davy, I'm Santa Claus. You found my magical kingdom.
No.
So you're
That
engulfed
sounds
by
terrible.
this giant mouth full of
Play
jagged,
with us.
broken bones, and your legs are restrained. With your arms free, you can struggle against this creature as it pulls you deeper inside of it.
It's a
I'd
cavernous
like
stomach
to
filled
show
full of the
this
skulls of
to-
all those that it had digested. They look
gonna-
at you.
I'm going to show this to the other account too, so that people can see it. And we will pull it up right here. So this is what Mira sees inside of the corpse mound.
I don't see
And
anything.
Neither
He's
do
not
I.
showing us.
What Mira sees,
Oh, okay.
because she's swallowed and you're not.
Mira, it looks like you're having a fascinating experience. Care to share it with us?
So right now you don't see any of that, but you hear what you're hearing is very disturbing to you, and you're starting to feel it inside of your brain. And so I'll tell you more about it, or if it's not, I'm gonna read this quick and make sure that you got all the information you need. But yeah, you should be good for that. Okay, so Chris, seeing Mira's legs sticking up through the teeth of this fleshy corpse, you're up.
Our legs are kicking.
Strength save to move.
Yeah. DC 11 move.
I will roll that. I'm really good at strength.
Nicely
Like I said.
done.
And then, is it difficult terrain through the water?
It's 2 feet deep, so yeah.
Okay. If I jump, standing jump, I land in 1 square water, and then can I get to here?
Definitely.
20 feet? Okay. I want to cast Charm Person on Savorie.
Can you see her there?
He's gone.
Can I?
I don't think
The
you
door
can see her
closed
from
behind
there.
her?
Well, it's closed enough, and she's around a corner a little bit. If you can see her token, then
I can't. If the door closed, then I can't see her.
It's a slightly closed, but it's not fully closed.
Can I cast it on her or not?
I would say from there, no. You would have to go.
Okay,
through the
then
door.
I don't cast it because that's most of my movement. I'm gonna use my action to free Mira. Mira.
You can assist her
It's like I should just change her name.
on her turn. You could give her advantage to escape, but with the way she is held in this thing, you can't just pull her out.
I do that then, and then I end my turn.
Thank you.
It looks like if you just tried to pull her out, you might
Do I hear?
hurt
Do
her
I
more.
hear a muffled?
Exactly.
I can't end my turn, so you're
Okay.
gonna have to.
Mira, you're up.
Okay.
Advantage.
Okay.
Yay.
All right.
Tickle its tonsils.
I'm going to. I can still do things when restrained, right? But I do take the 2 psychic damage now. But I have DC
Yeah, now you
14
take the 2.
Constitution saving throw.
Exactly.
All right, got it. Helps to read.
No,
It's fine.
that's at the start of the Shambling Mound's turn,
Yeah, it's not.
so you don't have to do that yet.
You can try and break out.
At the start of its
Um,
next turn is when you would start taking damage and making saves.
But I can do things, right?
You can do stuff now, yeah.
I want to. In her head, she's going, "I'm so sorry," but she's going to stab the baby with her rapier.
Okay.
Baby.
You can see that there's something attached to the back of its neck. And it looks like as that thing moves around, it does too. And it's
Ignore the second hit. I accidentally double clicked. So 20 to hit,
that's a hit for sure, yeah.
10 piercing,
Okay.
and then shoot with crossbow.
Oh.
That doesn't hit. But that was just a normal bolt. She did a normal bolt.
Okay. So yeah, you see that as you do that attack, that thing holding the back of its neck definitely looks like it's lost some of its integrity. The head itself seems to be repaired, but what you've done has definitely hurt the creature. The
All right.
flesh covers over the
And-
rapier hole.
I assume trying to get out would not be included as movement. It would be an action, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So yeah,
I should have thought about that. I'm sorry. Chris.
Savorie's turn, and she is still
Guess
just
she likes it in there.
booking it.
She wants to. She likes the fleshy feel.
Yep.
So the werewolf is, as far as you guys know, had enough time to escape this area. Midnight, you're up.
Escape to the trap house that there's no escaping from.
Okay,
She's
Dice,
not
I would like
rational
to be
right
able
now,
to move
so-
today. Come on, Dice, please. Please. Yay, I can move.
You can move.
Yay.
We'll take that
Do I
blue
remove the hand
off
or
of
leave the
you.
hand on there?
I'll take the hand off for you.
Okay. Would I be able to skirt around the edge of this platform here to get behind the creature?
Yeah, there's enough of a ledge there that you can make it not difficult terrain up until the time
Because-
you're behind it.
Because I would like to try and get advantage on Big Boy. Because I'm seeing some lines here.
Yeah, you've got a flanking advantage there with Chris.
I
at
would
least.
I would like to kill this thing eventually. Okay, come on, longsword, please hit.
Come on, longsword.
Longsword said no.
Longsword said no. And
Why, Longsword? Why?
at least you didn't lose it in the corpse mound.
Yeah.
Okay, Cole, you're up.
Okay. Cole is going to try to break free by twisting his body in ways that only people from under the sea can twist.
Let's do the underwater twist.
Under the sea.
You see?
What
Twist
do I
like
roll?
kelp.
DC 11
strength.
save.
Saves. Yeah.
Ah, these dice are killing me.
So Cole is
Dice
stuck
jail
in
for
place.
them.
There's a kraken tentacle on Chris's screen. You missed it. It was kind of tabby colored. There it is. Now it's gone again.
Yep. It's the cause of delay.
Is she doing okay?
Yeah,
I'll
she's
take your
fine now.
word for it.
Yeah. We have to see the kitty now.
It's required.
Yes.
I've got a
That's the cat.
Oh.
Oh, precious
Aw,
baby.
That's awesome.
Love orange kitties.
Oops. I was hoping midnight would hit because I got my smite effect ready.
I was hoping I would hit 2, but the dice said no.
Did
Maybe
Cole
next
break
time.
free or not?
Yeah.
Cole,
we-
No.
Cole has
that
not broken
dramatic
free,
buildup.
and then
This-
there was a cat.
Does Cole want to try and hit the thing?
Cole is still thinking, or what?
Oh, I thought my turn was done because I couldn't break free.
In order to move on your turn, you have to try to break free, but you don't lose your turn for doing it. You just can't
Oh,
move.
okay. And what's within range of me, melee?
Nothing. You're
Okay,
15,
then I
20
am
feet
going
away.
to cast Sacred Flames on that creature that's closest to them. Let me just pull it up here.
20 on the dex save. Nat 20.
Oh,
It figures.
the save was at 12. I cry. Internally.
I finally get good damage and he saves.
And the other option was a 1, too.
Okay, Krim, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here and then attack it with my quarterstaff. Sure.
Advantage
so that-
bonk.
17 bomb.
17's a hit.
11. Oh.
11 damage. Nice.
And
Quarterstaff
then
seems
bonus
to
action.
go into the thing and break a bunch of bones as it does.
Bonus action Talon. And 23.
At advantage, that's a hit. 7 more damage. Wow. Nicely done.
Both max.
Okay.
Wow, okay. And turn.
Give me your dice.
Okay, so now you're gonna have to make me a save, Mira.
17. Lucky 17.
Lucky 2 as well. So you've saved and you avoid your brain being torn apart by the screams of this thing inside, and it is going to needs to roll a d6 quick. Let's see if it gets its thing back. And it does. It's
It
gonna
has
do a
to pick a
multi-attack.
direction. Oh no.
It's going to do its blinding gore on, I guess, Krim. And so everybody within 5 feet of Krim has to make a DC 14 dex save or be blinded.
Can it hit
I just
itself?
got rid of it.
No.
It just got rid of the blind.
Yeah, you did, but at least now you're the other side.
Yes, I'm within
Blind
5
flanking
feet.
is better than. So
Nope.
you're blind again. And
What do I roll?
it's going to do a slam at Krim as
Dex
well
save.
because it just hurt him.
You get the blind icon up.
13. Is a 13 hit? No.
I'll make this.
Miss. Wow. No, but it misses.
Okay, so it missed. And did you get your dex save there, Krim?
Oh, no, not yet. Hold on.
Not like you're gonna fail a dex save. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Not like
save.
Krim.
All right, Chris, you're up. you passed your thing, so you shouldn't have a blue hand.
Okay, so I will take a step back. Well, actually, let me roll my strength save first. So core and strength save 0. I stay there and
Okay, now you have
I
blue
stab it. You know what?
Stab at the with
I'm gonna
advantage.
stab it. 10. And
You would
then
have
my turn.
advantage, I believe.
Yeah, you have advantage because Crim's there.
You're flanking with Crim
Oh.
and me. So roll that again.
And a 13 hits for
Okay.
6 more damage.
So I'm just going down to town on this thing. I see like a leg dangling, and I just grab the ankle of it and I just chop it off.
That's exactly it.
And then now I'm really confused because I'm holding a leg. I just awkwardly hold it and then just drop it. Like, ugh.
Perfect. All right, Mira, you are up.
All right, how do I get out of this thing?
Wiggle, wiggle.
As the thing
I thought you wanted to
wiggles
stay.
around inside, you can try to make a. Want to get the number right?
Strength, I'm assuming.
I guess like
it's
athletics.
It's going to be a strength athletics check here to get out.
We'll take the
DC
athletics.
Because you've injured this thing once there, DC is a little bit lower, but it's pretty high.
You can do it.
Will I waste my action if I do this?
Depends how good your strength
She's
athletics
gonna
is.
try and get out anyway. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll stop metagaming.
that's not
Yeah,
quite enough.
don't think. Mm-mm.
You try.
Kicks her feet. You can tell though.
You can
your
see
feet,
that she's trying to get out now, but
your feet are fairly pinned, so it's difficult to even imagine doing that. But as you could feel that as you did what you did before, it did release you more than trying to get out did. Your last turn was more effective.
great. And that's my turn.
All right, Midnight, you're up.
I believe the flanking and the blindness would just make it even it out to normal on hitting. Because the
Yes.
blindness does just
Disadvantage and advantage.
Come
yep.
on. I want to smack and I want to
Straight
smite.
shots.
I must smite, please.
Crit.
No, I don't.
I jinxed it.
Yeah, you did. You didn't knock on wood first.
If that was a 1, you might have swung at Crim. No. Cole, you're up.
Okay. Cole is. Okay, Mira is in the creature closest to me, correct?
There's only
It's
one creature.
What? I thought that mound at the bottom of the screen was a creature too.
There's
That is
only one
The
creature.
only creature.
Don't.
Okay, if
This is the only creature here.
This right here isn't anything. It came out of this.
This is
God,
where it
that-
came
okay.
from.
That giant baby is surrounded by evildoers, Cole. Quick, kill them.
The giant corpse mound is surrounded by enemies. Save it.
Give the mound. It's danger.
I'm gonna try to break free.
How do you know there's a baby inside? Only I can see it.
It's covered in. Okay.
Wait, that was
It
strength.
was just kind of an
wasn't it?
assumption because there's so many human parts.
baby in here.
Was that dexterity or strength?
Everybody give me a
Strength.
perception check.
Perception.
I am blind. I can't perceive anything.
You can
I
hear.
rolled a nat 20 and I
I
freaking
can
rolled the
hear
wrong
a
thing.
I can hear for a baby.
Okay, so
Could I
you were trying
substitute?
to. Cole, what were you trying to roll?
I was trying to break free, but I rolled
Yeah, no, I know
dexterity
you were.
by
So
mistake.
that's fine. You get free this turn.
super
Perception check
perceptive.
for me though as well. Oh, you got
Made
it.
me
Okay.
waste my nat 20.
Chris did it. Okay, so you heard Mira. There's a baby in here.
Well, of course, there's a baby in there. There's like 30 people all stuck to the outside of it. I mean, there's a lot of people here.
Cole, you heard her too.
I heard too.
You heard there's
Okay.
a baby in here.
Wait, is
And-
it
and-
okay? Does it? Do you want me to pull you out? Are you coming out with it?
Whoops.
creepy as hell.
It's still your turn, Cole. I just flipped by accident there.
Okay. I'm going to move up over to here. And I am going to use my whalebone mace on it.
He would have advantage, I think, maybe, or no?
I won't need it.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. He didn't need it.
He was right.
5 more damage.
And my bonus action, I can't really tell if Mira is taking damage because she's inside that thing, and I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
A la
Crim, you're up.
Crim.
yep. Bonk and slash.
One bonk.
Okay, so 17. Yeah. 17 hits and 9 bludgeoning. Nice. It's starting, you can see this thing starting to slowly, move a little
Jiggle.
slower and, jiggle a little more. It is going to attempt, it's got Chris grappled as well. It's going to attempt to engulf Chris as well.
When did I get grappled?
You tried to move again, the floor.
That
Every
counts as
turn,
grapple?
every
Alright.
turn, there's always hands coming up to grab everybody. So if they want to move, they have to
Roll.
make a strength
I
check to move.
thought they were tentacles. Grasping tentacles.
Yeah, hands, tentacles, tentacle hands.
Yeah, it's
Fleshy
good.
appendages.
It's a flesh version of a
I mean,
tentacle.
So basically, if we want to move in this room, we have to do a strength check until we kill the creature.
Yeah.
Yes. Within 20 feet of it.
I mean, grasping hands and grasping tentacles is the difference between a horror show and a hentai.
Well, either way,
You're not wrong.
it's going to.
That's a
just wrong.
hentai.
It's going to try
Don't
to
tell him.
engulf
Don't
you.
break his head.
Hentai is a type of dramatic art.
And
Oh.
anybody
Don't look it up.
engulfed takes 4 psychic
Educational.
damage or DC Constitution saving throw. So
Don't look it up.
Mira, you need to already make.
I don't speak
You're
Japanese.
already engulfed, so
Right.
you need to make a DC
I-
14
Con.
con save.
Oh,
And so you finally
Take-
hear this cry enter into your brain, and you take 4 psychic damage. And
Does it sound like a
Chris,
baby?
it's 16. I think that hits you. Yeah. So you are engulfed as well, and the two of you your legs are sort of intertwined, sticking out
Just
of this
imagine I
creature.
plop in next to her, and it's just like, hey,
Yeah,
What's
that's
up?
exactly. That's exactly
Crim's
what's
gonna
going
get
on.
jealous.
by the gods, that's the baby you were talking about? It's adorable. No, it's hideous.
Whoops.
Is that the end of creature's turn?
That's the
Worst
end of
gender
Grace's
reveal
turn.
ever.
So you're gonna see this, Chris. Worst gender reveal ever. I opened my inspector panel or something on here too. So let's see here.
Kind of want to jump in its mouth just to see the baby.
Inside of your journal, you should see what
don't.
you see. Now. And it is your turn.
The mound can only have one creature engulfed at a time.
I'll just stay here.
Oh well,
And
I guess it
Myra's still in
spits
there.
out- spits out Mira and grabs Chris then.
Oh, hey, Mira, I'm glad you got it. Oh my gosh!
He changed his mind.
Hit the baby!
What? What baby? Oh my god, there's a baby in here!
What does he do?
I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna clap my hands together, and I'm gonna go, baby shark, doot 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 doot, baby shark, doot 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 doot, baby shark. Does it sing along, or is it?
It does not.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, you
It's
obviously
screaming in pain, man.
have no sense of humor, and I'm gonna stab it in the face with my dagger.
Okay.
Stab the man. Baby
Baby
thing.
killer.
Oh, it's okay. Myra does it, but when I do it, all of a sudden I'm a villain. All right.
They expect Mira to stab things.
That's funny. Okay, so you can see it definitely recoils, and that thing holding onto it, the back of its neck or back of its head, is wiggling around even more. You see its body limply moving around inside of it. It didn't like that attack.
I'm gonna shout, Mira, grab my ankles and pull me out. I'm gonna grab this thing.
I'll take the 4 damage off of you, Mira.
Oh, I did it on my D&D Beyond sheet, and I guess it didn't carry over. Sorry.
But wait till I give the word.
Sorry to
You got
interrupt.
it.
Okay, Mira, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna
Flanking.
do what Chris said. I'm gonna grab his ankles and get ready to pull when he says so.
Okay. And then
You have a firm masculine grip.
Well, you know, it's all that sword play.
you can tell because
Touche.
between the two of you guys attacking this thing, it doesn't look like the thing in there is held on as strong as it was when you first entered. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I can give you without telling too much to everybody else. Midnight, you're up.
Come on, smite, please, for the love of God.
No!
I-
Oh, wait.
She just screams,
Advantage.
smite, you, smite, damn you.
Taste the spite lane.
So that's, yep.
6 extra in radiant.
All right. And you see this burst of energy fly out from this thing as the smite takes hold. Does a good job damaging it.
Yay.
Cole, you're up.
What are you doing out there? I hear explosions.
I just got my sight back.
Oh, are you okay?
You see a smite blade
I'm
appear.
yelling at myself. Chris, are you okay?
I've been better.
Chris just sees this smite blade though appear right near him as it carves through the creature. He's like, whoa, that was close.
I grab Chris by the ankles and pull.
Nope. I kick him off.
Oh, that means you kick both of us off.
Now just him. I have very sensitive ankles. I know who's who.
He only
And
wants
I- and
Maya
I-
touching his ankles.
And I shout, I need to grab the baby first, then you can pull me out.
Okay, I'm gonna ready
Is that
myself to pull him out.
Okay. You can grab my ankles. I consent.
is that a warlock class trait?
If I consent.
Ankle sense?
Chris learning
Ankle sight?
consent.
Ankles
It's
are my
learning
patron.
ankles.
Blind ankle
My
sight?
patron is ankles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
His
it's
patron is an ankle.
it's a Victorian era god.
While
Got
I'm
us.
waiting, though, I'm gonna take off his boots and tickle his feet.
Cole, wait. Mira, your hands are so soft now. What happened?
Okay. You're holding your action. Crim's up.
Much oof. Okay, same thing, bonk and slash.
Bonk and slash.
Bonk and slash.
16 and 17.
2 hits for 11 damage. Yeah, you can see this creature starting to sway a little bit. And it's its turn again. It is going to... At the start of its turn, Chris, you take a DC
Constitution.
14 Constitution save, or take 5 psychic damage. And Mira, you've already heard its cry, so you also would take the same save.
All right. I thought I was free of that.
Now that you've heard it, it's easier to hear.
So I take
So that's
5
psychic damage. And Chris, DC
Thanks,
14 Constitution save.
Oh.
'Cause
So
you're inside of
Mira's
and it's the start of its turn, so it's crying. And
Mira's ears and nose and eyes are starting to bleed. She's not looking so great.
My
You
ears
are-
are still plugged with the viscera of the creature as it sucked me in.
It's going to try to recharge its thing.
Oh no.
Do I take any
It
damage from the cry?
No. You
No, 'cause you
Constitution
saved,
save,
right?
you pass, so you're good. It's
Okay.
going to do its multi-attack, and it'll do 2 slams. One on Krim, who's been hurting it, and then one on Mira. Krim and Mira.
Mira should be safe.
I'm
safe.
down.
Yes.
I can help.
Down.
Okay. Chris, you're up.
All right, we ready to action to help pull him out, right?
Yep.
I'm guessing he grabs the baby.
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna
Grab
reach
that
out
baby.
and I'm gonna grab it.
All right, then you
Okay.
gotta signal us.
And then I think I take one failed that save, don't I?
Oh, you're down, Krim?
Yeah.
You would
and I
only
fell.
just.
So you're gonna need to.
I felt that.
You're trying to pull it out.
Oh, he fell 10 feet. Okay.
No,
Try to
I'm
pull
grabbing
through.
the baby inside of it,
And then they're
just
pulling him out.
shake-
and they're
Shaking
gonna
it?
pull me out.
Okay. Then everybody make me strength checks with advantage. Everybody involved in the pull.
So Cole and Mira.
Strength.
Oops, I rolled 3 times by accident.
I only saw
Okay,
one
that's
roll. So we just take the second, I believe, since it's with advantage.
The 16 is my second roll.
Okay, so my save,
That
my strength roll did something weird.
it
see that.
said no. Just roll from your
It says 7 and 12, so it says 12. Well, I don't know if my sheet's been updated since we
Just
leveled.
says 0 for me.
Yeah, it says
And
0 for the
Null
people on
plus
roll
null
20.
equals 0. Yeah, just roll a d20. A 2d20 is in
Roll 20.
roll 20.
All right.
And we'll just can just see what 2 things you rolled off that one.
20.
I'm assuming your
then-
strength mod isn't too high.
I think it's so
12 and a 6. Do you have any strength mod?
Mm-mm. Just 12 then.
12.
Well, because Cole's helping as well, it was enough between the two of them rolling both 15s that this creature, you see actually what I can show everybody now is, boom.
Ugh.
So you see this baby come out with Chris's hands, and the creature
see
is
it.
still
I don't see
alive.
it.
I don't see it either.
It's in your journals now, I believe.
Nope.
It's a boy.
Oh, wait. All players. Save changes. Go to
There it
players.
goes. Oh, that's disgusting.
So that was what's being held inside of this thing,
Oh.
and what they have been hearing crying. And so as the baby is pulled out, Chris is holding it. Its body is like, all of the liquids have been drained from it, and only its head is actually alive, and everything else has been sustained from the creature. As you can see, that tendril that was in the back of its neck has been
I
pulled.
take my dagger and I'm gonna stab it right between the eyes. Like I'm gonna hold it in my hand, and with a look of just sorrow and empathy, I'm gonna lift the dagger up and just drive it right between the eyes, trying to put it
Okay.
out of its misery.
Give me an attack roll.
Nothing should be kept alive in that state.
Technically, it's prone.
Technically, it's really easy to hit, and almost dead. So
Yeah, that would be advantage.
okay.
Or pierce.
Well, because it's dagger in the head. Yeah.
Cole,
That's
you
good
have any of
enough.
that salt?
You
Did we not learn
The
from
baby-
last time?
The baby
I'm
stops
reluctant
crying.
to use it because I got
The
in
what?
trouble last time.
The baby stops crying, but the corpse mound is still moving.
Well, that's a problem.
And it is Mira's turn.
Much sad.
Okay, is the baby dead or did it just stop crying? I mean, obviously it's kind of undead. Is it still moving at all?
The baby has stopped moving, It looks like it hasn't dissolved or nothing's happened to it that shows anything else, but it stopped crying.
Is the thing still attached to its head?
That's what Chris and you were able to rip out. The tendril is like the mucousy tendril came.
It's not like an umbilical cord or anything.
Yeah, it's a little bit like an umbilical cord.
No, is there an umbilical cord?
Well, that's what you ripped out of the back of its head, and it was attached to the creature.
That's kind of in the wrong place.
Cast
Alright.
fetus deletus.
I was gonna I'm gonna go to Chris and say, hand the baby to me,
I give her the baby.
and I'm gonna take the baby over to the altar and put it
Okay.
on the altar.
Take my hands and.
Okay, so if you're gonna move, then like
I need to make a strength check, right?
yeah,
Well,
and
except
it's
that I'm
gonna have
technically
an attack.
I'm standing right by the altar.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Wouldn't
yeah.
it be like an
So you're
arm's
not-
length, just kind
So
of
it's like
grab
I'm literally
place?
like, Chris is here, I'm grabbing it from Chris, and then I'm
Right.
turning and I'm putting the baby on the altar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shout to the voices that we hear chanting, "Are you happy now?"
This poor child.
They are not. Nothing has changed in the room, as far as you
Still
can tell.
chanting.
Midnight, you're up.
So since I saw Krim just like drop to the ground, gonna use 3 points of lay on hands to get him back up,
Right.
so he doesn't have to make death saves anymore.
Thank you.
And with a
And-
nice
That'll be her turn.
work when I use the come on. How about this? And I here lay on hands brings him back.
Wow, props to the dungeon room.
The map room. Cole, you're up.
Okay. I am going to Mira, are you okay? Do you need help?
I mean, define okay. The answer is no across all borders.
What is the
Mission not
border?
needed.
All the things. Mentally, physically, emotionally.
Just no.
Okay. Is the baby still alive?
Mm-mm.
The baby has
I don't
stopped
think so.
crying.
Oh,
That's not an answer.
Stop moving.
That doesn't
and
tell us if
stop
it's dead or
crying.
not.
I look at the baby to see if it's still moving at all.
It is not moving. It is not crying. It has a knife in its head, or a knife hole in its head that has not repaired itself.
Okay. And then I'm going to say, poor little baby. And I'm going to reach out my hand to it. And I'm going to suddenly swing it to my right and cast Sacred Flame on the creature.
On the
Fake out.
shambling mound.
Yes.
Okay. Ba-ba-bum.
I'll hit because,
That is a hit for 2 damage.
two.
of course, because I only rolled a 2.
Okay, Krim, you're up.
The cream stands up, goes.
Wait. I'm sorry. I have a bonus action.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to cast Healing Word on Krim.
All right.
Nice.
8
8.
points of healing.
It's nice.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
I stand up and then I go bonk and slash.
Bonk bonk.
Bonk and slash.
Okay. 9 and 4. Both of them hit, and this thing starts staggering around a little bit. It gets its footing back, but is that your turn? You're done?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. And the mound will do. No.
Not the thing.
The river dance.
And so
Gonna
it's
pray
just
for water.
going to do 2 slam attacks again as a thing. This time because Chris pulled the baby out of it. Gonna hit him with both
Miss.
of them.
Put the baby at it.
Not miss. Ooh.
So 7 bludgeoning. It looks like it. It
Ow.
furiously is trying to
The
attack
shadow
you because
armor
of what you've
explodes and
done.
it takes 5 points of cold damage.
Nice. Okay.
+5. +5. -7.
Yay, effects.
Okay, my turn.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna once again take the knife and hold it hilt up, so it's like a cross, and then I will cast Armor Agathis again, as the shadows are mist once again swirls around him, and temporarily hardens into transparent plates and then fades.
Excellent.
And that's my turn. Then I will take a step back.
Strength check.
Oh
Just
yeah,
step.
thank you. Step, step, stepping off the plant thing. I
He
got a
does
3,
not step.
which is a natural 1.
Probably
No, I got a
good though
4.
because it would have had an opportunity attack.
That's all right.
He just wants to get away.
Mira. You're up.
Rapier.
Oh, wait,
Advantage rapier. Quah, quah.
Yeah.
I missed that on its last turn. You guys have both heard the cry of this thing. So you both take 5 more psychic damage.
But you said it wasn't crying anymore.
Oh wait, the baby's dead. Yeah, the baby's
Yeah.
not crying.
Wow.
Vivid did.
That's
All
right.
right,
I was like,
23 to
why
hit.
did I miss that? 23 is a hit. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I take 6 piercing on that one, although it says 6 piercing, 11 piercing on one, but 6 piercing.
You can
And-
toggle advantage on your sheet so you don't have to roll it twice.
I tried that with the strength throw, and that's what nulled it. So I'm just gonna roll twice just to avoid that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then I'm
definitely
gonna. All right, crossbow.
Yay!
Okay. And as you do this combo attack with the crossbow following the rapier, this shambling mound, as it tries to do another slam attack on you in your direction, it stumbles and falls and topples to the altar and lands in a pile of body parts as they start to come apart and the flesh stops holding it together as much. And
What did you
starts
do?
rotting away. This
It
whole
killed
thing
it.
goes back into like a pile of bodies.
I kick one of the skulls across the room.
Are we still hearing chanting?
There is no more chanting. The baby is still and silent. The corpse mound is still, and an eerie silence comes over the room.
No more grapple?
No more grappling. All of the hands that were holding you guys let you go.
I high five one.
As it just
Yeah,
disappears.
yeah, like, good job, high five. Does it high five me back?
It tries to, but it's dying. So it's
It's like, eh!
I
Too
grab it by the wrist and say,
slow.
come on, you can do it.
It's like, oh, too slow.
down low, too slow.
Oh, bye.
All right.
Do we hear the werewolf anywhere?
Not in your immediate area.
Are
Is
we
baby,
still in initiative?
is baby Walter still corporeal, or is his form?
He is still
Dissipated.
the same as when you pulled him out.
Ugh, all right, I'm gonna
Assuming
step
we
up to
can't
that.
revert
Right,
that.
yeah, Mira's gonna wrap him up,
That
and
poor thing. It seems like
we
the
should
mound
put him back in his coffin.
yes,
was-
let's bury him.
Yes, post haste.
May I
Where
make
was
a
this cost-
suggestion?
What
Yes.
is that?
No salt.
I knew someone would think
Only
that.
pepper.
Could we perhaps jam the secret door shut that the wolf went through and then get some rest?
I think Walter kind of takes precedence right here. I am all for taking a rest. And
I would maybe
I would
suggest
rather take
above
a-
ground.
I would rather take a rest when we are out of this fucking house.
If we must rest, it'll be either in, I would suggest, servant quarters or once we leave.
And that was Mira.
10.
Also,
like,
don't forget there's a wolf. Yeah, well, let's just
There's a
take care of
werewolf
Walter,
here.
and then we'll deal with
The
do
wolf.
the work on the rest thing.
Just keep our guard up in case Savorie comes back. Mira looks pretty bad. Like she is definitely like bleeding, like from her mouth, her nose, her eyes, her ears. Like that
everything.
psychic damage really did a number on her. But she's just like carrying dead baby and walking on.
Alright.
Good, Cole. Cole, could you perhaps heal Mira? I'm almost tapped
As
out.
she's
well, I asked
walking-
her earlier if she
As
how
Mira
she
walks
was
by-
doing.
as Mira walks by Chris, he kind of puts his hand on her shoulder, helping her through the water. And when he does, some mist kind of wraps around it and down your shoulder, and you're healed for 2 points.
And she'll notice that her nose has kind of stopped bleeding and look at him and go, "Was that you?"
Oh, what? What do you mean?
I don't know. I guess for some reason I
Well,
feel a little better.
I was just wishing that I could do something to help you. Is that how it works?
I don't know, maybe, but I think we'll figure it out. It definitely seems like your magic kind of conforms to your will.
I heal her for 13.
Okay. Mira's looking great now. She's like, oh.
Like, that's fantastic.
I was like, she's like, she just takes a deep breath.
Downside
get
is I
outta
have
here.
1 heal left.
I can keep people from dying. That's all I can do.
I can heal people if I need to, but as an emergency.
Let's keep it going.
I could totally heal for that much if I wanted to. I mean, I just
Guys,
I'm
you
sure
guys
you
wanna,
could, Chris.
you guys want to keep
You are
marching
capable.
forward?
You are
Yes,
a very
let's-
capable person.
Let's head back to the crypt.
Coffin.
As you guys move the baby out of this chamber, you start to hear a rumbling sound.
Am I going the
Okay.
right way?
It's as if the whole house has begun to respond to this action that you've just taken. And
I don't know if that's a bad rumble or a good rumble.
is there like stones
like we should
falling out of the
hurry.
roof?
now
or,
that
yeah,
you've started moving
quickly,
away from
quickly.
it, I need everybody to, well, I guess we'll just do it like
Keep the
this.
initiative up.
It's going to be a new initiative because there's only.
I seem to be on a separate
page.
page, though,
Do
just
we roll it?
to know.
You have to drag yourself, I believe. See? Or just drag yourself into the other room. Or up
Okay.
here.
Oh, there I am. All right.
Okay, everybody
Yeah.
stay there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
Oh, sorry.
somebody screwed me up.
Did someone move?
I didn't.
What happened?
I know Crim rolls int saved by accident.
Earlier
Transcendence.
today, I noticed the API scripts were stopping occasionally.
They've been having trouble with that. It broke on my game last Friday.
Really?
Yeah, they just stopped working. And then I came back an hour later after the session, and it worked no problem. I didn't change a thing.
Right.
I didn't change a thing.
Well, I just
The AP
reloaded everything because Crim did that thing. So it's like,
Dang.
when I say don't move for just 2 seconds, everybody just. I'll tell you when it's.
Move?
Yep. Currently, no. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Getting there. Everybody selected and give me a group. This is supposed to be the easy way, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
You're
there's
the
a
DM.
torch.
Hey.
Okay, that's
Just
it.
ignore the torch.
And
Hey, I'm
descend
not
there.
a torch.
Poor
Yeah, I got-
George.
Initiative better than 6.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is you guys are free to do whatever you need to do here, but
The house is
as-
shaky.
as we go,
Initiative may need to happen.
as your start of every turn, you're gonna make me a dexterity roll, dexterity save, and then we'll continue from there.
Can we-
So, Midnight, you're up, and you can move through players in this section. It's sort of you feel the whole thing above you.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you start stepping on these stairs, you feel like even the floor underneath you, it's all carved stone, but you feel it moving as well. But as soon as you step on these stairs, it's going to get even worse, you see. And cracking in the stone, it looks like this whole crypt might even be caving in at some. So, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like just booking it out of here,
Yeah, I'm following her.
and don't know exactly where the stairs lead to because many map.
Everybody onto the stairs.
Would that be just like
Although I
just
do check
dashing,
in.
maybe?
Mira, you do know
Yeah.
where Walter needs to go, right?
Yeah, I do remember where his
All right,
crypt
I'll
is.
follow you, and then I'm gonna use all my actions following her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like dashing
too.
up.
Okay, so-
Where do we end out up if we go up the stairs? Since I'm wanting to dash up the stairs.
Well, tell me how much movement you have down here, and then make your. For this turn, you don't have to make a dex save because you're in the basement. But tell me how much movement you have down here, and then I'll bring everybody up after they know their movement.
So my base should be 30, but dashing should be 60, I believe. So I believe the top of the stairs is like 35 to get to the top, I believe.
Okay.
So it'd be,
Oh.
I guess it's
So you'd have
getting to the
15
top.
feet left? No.
Dex saved. I guess dex saved once I get at the top to determine that, which will go terribly.
Okay, don't move.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Not
gonna
moving,
have
not
to do
clicking.
one at a time because
Just tell me when to roll the dex save.
My
can you
initiative
guys
chart.
give me? Okay, it's gonna be Crim next.
Do you want me to make that dex save now?
I'm
or?
just doing this based on. Yeah, you can go ahead and make your dex save.
I do not dex.
Okay, so you fall prone at the end of your turn.
Okay. And there's a dead thing there now. Lovely.
Chris, Mira,
I use my action to help her up.
and Cole. Oops. There we go. That's
So Chris said he helped me up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I lift her up and say, "Go, go!"
So Midnight, you see that the trap that was
Has
right
been
here
set off.
has been set off, and there is some kind of undead thing trying to escape from it.
Is it
That
like
was
a trap that's level to the ground or
it's
a trap you can just jump over?
It's a spike pit, but it's fallen in and it's standing up and it's stuck in the spikes.
Okay, so jumping over it, it shouldn't be able to grab us?
No, you should be safe if you're gonna jump it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I'm just gonna like go. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. So that should be.
Chris, do you have any key points left? Or Crim?
Yeah, I have 2 left.
Believe dashing again should get me here.
Okay. As soon as you move past right here, though,
Mm-hmm.
you can stop right here for a second.
There are things.
Yeah, and so
Like,
you have the
oh.
choice. Do you want to keep running or?
Do I keep running or do I try to kill it? Oh dear, I don't even know what it is. Because from the stairs, looks like I can see another one in the room just faintly.
It's up to you if you want to try to attack it or not. Keep running. I won't add it, or I guess I should add it to the turn order either, right?
Yeah, Midnight will scream, guys, there's things that aren't dead here.
Okay. Myra, give me Walter. Let me hand him to Krim. He's faster than all of us.
All right.
don't know where-
She'll pass Mira up, or she'll pass Walter up, and go straight up the hallway. Go right. Follow the hallway around to the left. Turn left, and then turn right, and then turn left. There's the crypts.
Okay.
I
That's
guess I'll.
good memory, and I'd say he's already been there once, right? So
Okay.
this will be good.
I say she'll just keep
Well, he was possessed at the
bolting.
time.
Oh,
I'll risk
That's
it and
pretty awesome.
keep bolting.
Okay. So it's gonna just do a swipe at you then. Yeah.
I want to see how much it does if it hits before I keep moving. Should have been. Oh, come on! Of course it hits. It hits, of course, but not the crit, I believe. It's only 5.
Correct. But
And it has to. That creature other than an elf or undead? Not specific. Or be paralyzed for a full minute. Oh boy.
now are you immune to
No.
poison?
I'm
and
immune to
stuff?
disease.
Yeah. So
I'm resistant to poison.
I would say that this is this claw attack is based on more of a necrotic thing. So,
Roll con.
Yeah, DC 10 con save.
Nope.
No.
I'm paralyzed.
So you guys see Midnight just run up and stop all of a sudden in the middle of the hall.
You find an icon.
we don't even see anything hit her.
You see a hand come out.
Considering I did
that's-
yell and warn them there are 2 not dead things
Grim?
here.
Don't go that way. Take a right here.
And then follow it around to the left and go straight.
Yeah, like
good
like
thing-
Maya said.
The good thing is you see this creature looks like it's already been injured a little bit, Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something was through here already.
Find a
In fact-
paralyzed token.
If you're very perceptive, you can see a little bit of werewolf fur on its claws.
But yeah, that's if it's paralyzed me, I can't do anything for a full minute,
Right.
according to the thing.
Yep. And auto
You
crit and everything.
can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turns
Okay.
for the next minute. So that's your turn, and that's
Yeah.
the
So I'm
thing
trying to find a
there.
paralyzed token because I can't find one.
Technically, you should roll another one now.
Why is
No,
that?
they
Anyway.
did let me roll twice on a turn.
So I'm gonna take a quarter back. I'm gonna carry the baby and I'm gonna dash. Since I can't fly, I only have 70 feet. Oh god. Dashing here. Yeah, sorry. Is this one?
Just so you know,
If you-
I'm gonna ping Walter's crypt because Krim would know this.
This has 7-foot ceilings in it, Grim.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start flying as soon as there's a bit more opening.
This is
And,
really a very tight area to fly in. You're pretty much just walking and hitting your wings on the walls.
Oh. Can I jump wall to wall since I'm a bird? I don't know how that.
I'm gonna say that
Okay.
this is a no because there's only like you can matrix it a little bit, but this is like a 7x5 corridor.
I so
Yeah.
wish we could see that.
It's hard to do a bunch of flying moves in here
Yeah. Wait. So you mentioned we can move through creature space or no?
through your own team without any penalties
Okay.
at all.
So I'm gonna cancel the dash as an action. I'm
Well,
gonna
at the
push-
start of your turn, you have to make me a dex save because the whole place is moving.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Actually.
and that's enough.
Okay.
So you're able to do your turn normally.
So as an action, I'm gonna push this one forward to give me enough space. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. This thing has. Oh, look at that!
Oh boy.
So it gets pushed back 10 feet. Is it 10 feet or 5 feet? It's 10 feet, right?
5 feet. 5 feet now. So, yeah. Then I'm gonna push on forward. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna check how far I went. That. Let me just Also, I think I get an opportunity attack. That.
25.
Opportunity attack.
Yeah, it's gonna do one of those.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to use one of my key points to dash. Step of the wind. So another. Oh, crap. Sorry.
Okay.
Another.
You see another one of these things waiting in the kitchen area. Going to swipe at you as well. Claws. 15.
Misses.
Miss. And the bird
Yeah,
man
I
matrixes
can-
through.
Yep. Can reach right there. Can I? I want to say yeet it into the coffin, but I'm gonna be a bit more respectful than that, and then wait until my next turn.
That is exactly where it says Baby Walter, or it says Walter Durst on the tombstone there. And because you just have to take a second of, after all this blurred motion, to like, yeah, that's the one between the two of them, because you have been there, yeah. So
Yeah. So I won't do that. I'm just gonna wait there.
yeah. Chris, dex save, please. As the floor starts shaking. For you as well. Go ahead, you're good.
Then I level the crossbow at this undead pale-skinned creature, and I let loose a bolt.
And it's a magical one?
Yeah.
Alright. You see it takes a good chunk out of it. It looks like it was probably about 25% of its health gone.
And then I end my turn behind the wall, trying to use it as cover.
Mira, dex save.
$18.
Okay. Good.
I just want to give props to Krim for like matrixing his way through a hallway full of zombies.
I have no idea how he's there already. That's amazing.
Just a surprise.
15, 25. Oh, 30 feet will land me right on top of the trap. All right, well, she'll stop right behind Chris and she'll take a page from his book and shoot the ghoul with her magical crossbow. So that's a +1 to each of those. 23 to hit, 6 piercing.
Yeah. This thing's falling over a little bit. It's still standing, but it's hurt pretty bad. Oh, you're the last one up the stairs. Dex save, please.
Sorry, bonus action.
Oh,
Bardic Inspiration to Midnight.
okay.
She'll be like, Midnight, you can break free. You can do it.
You can do it. Think positive.
So you keep your
That's
footing
a
as the
plus
stairs are
or
shaking.
advantage?
The 6 plus D6.
D6 to one. You have to. I think you have to roll it before you know the result. Other than that, you're good. But Krim, or
Definitely
sorry,
gonna
Cole.
use that on my con.
Okay, I'm going to use my dash action. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to advance to where Chris is. Oh, I can't share the same space, can
You
I?
can't stop there.
No, you
can
can stop
walk
behind
through.
her or in the space behind me.
That creature is down, though?
The one in the pit is still moving, but it's stuck in the pit.
And can't attack us if we were to jump over it.
Okay, I'm going to dash forward and jump across the pit.
Okay.
And
You can see the creature there beside you if you wanted to. Oh, you've already used your dash, so
I'll dash to there.
it's going to make an opportunity attack against you there then.
That's fine.
As you move out. 13.
I have an 18.
So now it's its turn. And one is
Much.
combat already. Ooh,
Oh no.
19 ties. Oh
19
no.
to hit for 11 piercing damage on Midnight. And then this one's turn, and it's going to start running up towards Mira.
Wait, if that's on midnight, it's auto crit.
Is it? I thought only if it. Is it
It's
really?
unparalyzed. Unfortunately.
Why'd you have to speak?
Well, it's oh, okay. Well then, yeah, it's enough to drop you, I think, because that was a 6 on the dice roll. So
if
that's
it's within
another
5
6
feet,
damage.
so wow.
So Midnight, paralyzed by this creature's attacks, is now no longer paralyzed as she falls limp. And this other creature comes up and attacks.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. Down here.
Yay, saves. I hate saves.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna make a death save now, I guess. You're good. That's one success. Let's put a 1 on there.
Oh, everything froze.
Chris, can you do that handy thing that you did earlier on Midnight?
So Crim,
I
it
have
is
no
your
idea.
turn.
I'll try.
I think that'd be a good idea.
It's Crim's turn here. He's got the baby in one hand, 2 in front of him.
Yep, so stopping from that motion, I'm gonna slowly cradle down, then move forward and put it in the coffin.
Okay.
And then wait for rumblings or sound or light.
You actually see, as you place the baby in the coffin, and you're pulling the top of it over, like the tomb lid over top of the coffin. You see the spirit, or the bones and everything. It all shines and shimmers in there, and you hear like a giggle of a baby, and it's like it's a relaxing, like like yay for the first time. It feels joy for and you feel pretty convinced that you've done what you needed to do here.
I nod to myself and then go back to
However,
the side.
The building is still shaking.
Hesitantly, but still going here. I can't move my torch.
You do have to make me a dex save before you move.
Yeah.
I almost didn't do it because you're Crim. So, okay, Chris, you're up. Dex save. Perfect.
That's a beefy
Nice.
number. All right, so I'm gonna go over to Midnight. I'm gonna place my hand upon her forehead, and I'm going to say, "All right, all right, all right. Be healed." Nothing happens, and then I go into a panic and just pull out one of the potions Visani gave me the other night, and then I just smashed it on her face because I don't see a mouth.
There is a hole. There is a visor that is semi-open.
This is the first word she says when she comes back to consciousness. I don't know how you work, all right? You're a stone woman wearing metal. There's a zombie right here, all right? We have other things to talk about.
How much am I healed for?
Yeah, who wants to roll
2d4
that?
plus 4, right?
Yes.
Basic potion.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
Plus 3. plus 4,
2d4 plus 4. You're healed for 11.
Yay!
Ooh, that's a big roll.
Resetting the save.
Nice roll.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for.
That was a great heal. Mira, you're up.
All right, she's gonna swipe at this thing with her rapier. Swipey swipe.
Do it.
I'm assuming an 11 does not hit.
Just misses.
But I did
Yeah.
find out that as long as I make an attack with a melee weapon, even if it doesn't hit, I can still shoot with my crossbow. So I will do that.
That's a real shame that missed.
That
It does
didn't-
hit. That one's
7
good.
piercing.
And this thing's like just got a limp going. It's not looking like it's going to even be able to chase you if you run away.
All right, I'm gonna run away if that's what I see.
Oh, yeah, I guess you still have movement if you wanted to try.
Right, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll try to go to the.
Just need to make me a dex save to make.
Oh, right, you're right.
Keep your
All right.
footing.
26. I rolled a natural 20.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
5.
We have
10,
had so
15,
many nat
20.
20s on
5,
saves
30.
today.
It
I would
makes a
like one.
bite
All
attack.
All right, so I can get up past Cole.
It
with
makes
my
one
movement.
last bite attack at you as you leave, and hits you for 6 piercing.
Dang it, you said it looked like it wouldn't hurt me.
It won't follow you.
Oh, okay.
There's a difference.
There is a difference.
It lunged with its face, but that's all you get.
That's fine. I'll take it. All right.
All right, cool. You're up.
I'm going to. Am I too close to use my crossbow on it?
You're more than 5 feet away from, unless there's one by you that I can't see.
You can hit this one with your crossbow, no problem.
Mira's gonna go, just run! We gotta get out of here!
Just running got me paralyzed.
I cast Sacred Flames on the one right there.
Okay. And it dodges deftly.
And then I'm going to run past Mira and say, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. And that's my turn.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Okay, Ghoul's turn. It's going to make another bite attempt. And this
If that's
one's
on
going
me,
to
that's
come
no.
and start pushing his friend forward down these stairs. And that's the end of them. Midnight, you're up.
Do I still have that bardic inspiration?
I think so.
So I just roll a d6 to add on to whatever.
You roll your thing first because you still
Yeah,
have
you
it
can
for
roll
10 minutes,
first,
I think.
but before he says if it succeeds or not.
Yeah, because this is going to be for the deck save because I have literally nothing.
So you can decide, do you want to add your bardic inspiration to that?
Yeah.
You probably
I
could,
really won't need it for anything else.
because, well, no, that was like metagaming or whatever for me. You're good on DC 10 is the dex to stay on your feet.
Yeah.
So you,
I
don't
got.
need, you still have your
a
bardic
smack.
inspiration for now.
Okay.
Just giving you that one.
Can I ask a question real quick? Out of character.
Sure.
I have an inspiration on my sheet. I don't know. I forget how we got it.
It was
But I
from
never-
roleplay
Episode
from
0, I
session
think.
0.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
you can use it. That is essentially a D20 reroll, the DM inspiration.
You guys won't
can
be
I
getting more
transfer that
inspiration
to another
until you-
person?
No.
Mm-mm.
You guys won't be getting more inspiration until you use your inspiration. So
I whack this
I think
man.
one person has
Okay.
used it. 2 people
I have used mine.
Yeah, 2 people I think did.
Walk.
That's a hit, and
Smith.
13.
I believe that's 11 because the +2 is for the 2 hit, I believe. Or is it damage?
That's
Damage.
Damage too. yeah.
Okay.
Fighting
Fighting
style gives +2 damage when you're using
One-handed,
one-handed weapons.
and it's
One
split.
single weapon. Yeah. Okay.
So
But
I
yeah,
would do
you
move.
carve this thing right into. Stops making evil ghouling sounds and starts making gurgling sounds as it falls to the floor.
It's like, okay, let's go. Like 5, 10, 15, excuse me, 20, 25, 30. And I believe that's all as far as I can go since I attacked.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Since the ghoul down here went away, I'm gonna
Like, go.
proceed upstairs.
It's still coming back around again. It just doesn't know. It's not that smart.
Oh.
So
It's not smart or fast.
it's going the long way.
SMRT.
He's not smart.
Okay. Yeah, as long as no one gets left behind, I'm just gonna go ahead. And then
And because
dash
you
up.
were already here before, you sort of hear coming from this area. You hear a banging sound now, but you're wondering, is that from where I left Baby Walter? Because you just put him in here, but it's actually coming from the other side of the thing. You're hearing a banging sound, and
Here.
from when you're standing there, you can see that the slab in front of this tomb is actually moving a little bit.
Keep going.
It says Mr. Durst
Oh.
on it, and its slab is starting to shake.
I'm just gonna keep going. Up to here, and then action dash. So another 35 feet.
So you are
I forgot
upstairs, and you still have movement.
Yep, 35 feet. Oh wait, I don't know how high the stairs would be, or how much movement it would take.
So you have 25 feet of movement still.
Yep.
Okay,
10.
I will bring you to the other map. That's funny. You're already. So you make it to back up to the 4th floor. Or
Yep.
just about.
I'm gonna make
And
sure that every door is open. So this one, and then that's within my turn.
Okay. No, you can't move anymore.
Oh.
It's a staircase of 25 feet moving up, so you're at the exit of that
Okay.
room. Okay. I'll bring everybody back up there in a minute, but we're still down here for now with the rest of them. So Chris, you're up.
All right, seeing the undead fall, he's gonna start moving ahead, trying to squeeze past. Guess I'll just, and then dash. Kind of seeing that this is the general gist of the momentum, and in my turn there. And then he'll look back and say, "Keep up, slowpokes."
Mira. And again,
Okay.
too, you, Chris, you hear and see the dust moving over here when you go past Mr. Durst's tomb.
Do I still need to make a dex save?
Yep.
Dex save before you move every time.
All right, 19.
If you forget, it's okay. I won't hold it against you. Yeah, you're good.
5,
I don't know how everybody's rolling such
55.
great
She's about
dexes.
5 feet up the stairs. She dashed.
Perfect. Cool.
Okay, I'm going to dash. Oh, I got to do a dex save, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
Yep, you're good.
Okay, I am going to dash for the steps. And
Okay, you just remember how much movement you have left, and
I have
Midnight?
10 feet left.
okay, so you're gonna be on the stairs next turn. Midnight, you're up. I'm assuming you're gonna move upstairs as well.
I'm sorry. I
Try
have,
to, because I gotta do dex.
And as you pass by this last this crypt entrance, you finally see this wall that's been battered by something for the longest time break open, and you see the corpse of Mr. Durst come piling out. Is that not on your layer? Can you see that or not?
No, I can't see into any of the rooms. If he's still in the oh, I see
Okay.
that. That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
he's not coming at you right now, but he's
Yeah, but I
he's
see all the
just-
token once you put it out in
He
darkness.
just
That's
pulled
disgusting.
out of there, yeah, and he's like, you can see he's like, it's not human anymore. It's basically he's been trapped in there for hundreds of years, and now that the house is finally moving around, finally free to get out of all his rage. His wife killed his new baby son. He's learned over the years that he's killed his own kids by trapping them in their room. This guy's angry.
I have the number of a good therapist if you want to talk it out.
Want me to roll that deck save?
Yeah, give me a deck save. Okay, so you fall prone, but you are able to use half your movement
To get up and
up.
then just dash for the stairs.
Yeah. And that's...
Which I believe we put everyone on the stairs somewhere, at least.
Like I'm 5 feet up, Cole's 5 feet in front of me. So
Yeah, I'm
he's
just
10
gonna
feet
pull
up.
all you guys with me and copy this.
Yeah, conga
Go
line
to
up the
other
stairs.
Yeah, I'm running up the stairs.
Conga, conga, conga.
Okay, so you can
Running
hear this
from the
thing is
zombies.
chasing you. This ghoul of Mr. Durst is chasing you, but you all emerge in this turn order. Where is Prim?
He got removed from the turn order as soon as his token got removed from this layer.
Oh, okay. Then
So if we
we'll just
aren't
do
on this all on the same layer, I believe.
We'll just do that. That's okay. So it's gonna be Crim's turn first, so just do that. And so Crim, you're up. Everybody else, this is where you ended up.
Was there a map switch?
Crim has been
Are we
waiting
all
for you
still in the-
out here, say, because he wanted to open the door for you. Was there a map switch? Yes, there was. Oh, I didn't even bring the players. over yet.
Yeah, the players didn't see the map switch.
Boom.
There we go. Okay. Woohoo. I was like wondering, like, why are we still down here?
Oh, I remember this room. Spooky.
Okay, so this is attic level.
Oh, that's weird. Everybody's removed now. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll just
Initiative
remove it.
went burr.
Yeah, the whole different maps thing doesn't seem to work.
Not with
Yeah.
that, anyways. Normal initiative, it should work fine, I think, as long as you don't clear it.
Right. Let me just
I don't
select
see Crim.
everybody. We'll pull a bunch of torches into the initiative too. It'll be fine.
Yeah, this is a bunch of torches.
No kidding.
5 torches. Wow. Pretty good.
We
Okay,
litter
Crim,
our
you're
torches
up.
all over the place.
Let's do it like that.
Wait,
It was Crim's turn. We
I
changed
know.
initiative, so
She still wanted to go.
I wanted to go. I'm fast. Come on.
okay. So you guys are on the 4th floor in the attic again. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's 30 feet of movement. I'm gonna kick open this door and then I'm gonna.
Dex save.
Oh yeah. Deck save. Keep forgetting that part.
I know, like you, the deck save.
Okay, you're good.
Then Kim opens the door and then dashes downstairs for another 20, 70, 50 feet down. So I still have 30 feet down the stairs.
Okay, so you're gonna be in this area here.
I lost count. No, I think I still have 20 and I'm blocked.
Oh,
There you go. 20 that. I'm blocked again.
you can move that far? Jeez.
Crim's gonna escape the house. We're just all gonna just
then
die in
here.
here.
The house will just collapse on us. Crim's the only one who escapes.
Because
The
Crim
party
doesn't
is
keep the
split.
party in mind.
Possible. Midnight.
Crim does not care. Deck
I'm keeping the door open.
Deck save, I go. Yay!
Does it?
I think I would, as soon as I hit the stair thing, I would have like 5 feet left because it'd be here, here, and to here would be 5 feet left for a full dash.
Run, Chris, run!
Okay, I'm just moving you over to the other map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Run, Chris, run! And he
Okay,
does.
I use my movement and my action to dash. So if you could move me to the as closest to the door as I could get.
So if it's a full 60, it should be like around where I am.
Right up in
Mira.
front of the secret door.
Follow after him.
Oh, I will.
We don't
Maybe.
want to stay here.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
24.
my god.
Nice roll.
If your movement
Can
is
you give me some
30, then
dex?
you can get to right here.
Okay. Yep.
You're all cluttering the escape route.
Cole, you're up. Dex save. Come on, somebody fail this. Aw.
Why? Why should we fail?
Was that a fail or a save?
That's a
You're good,
pass.
You're good.
Okay. I come around here, and this puts me at 40 of 60 feet dash.
Right, so you will
So-
be right here because you can't go any lower because your team's bunched up in that spot where you.
So we're just in the stairwell, kind of.
Okay. I bump
Okay.
into Mira, and I said, "Oh, sorry."
Okay, Krim, you're up.
Okay.
Krim's probably already on the first floor.
Dex save.
Prim's making lunch in the kitchen.
He's good.
Don't eat don't eat in the kitchen.
You've noticed that you can open your wings finally up here, and you know you could fly down there if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive down. I don't know how high that is, how deep that is, but I'm gonna fly down, so it's less movement.
That is, I'll tell you exactly, 20 to 30 feet from that floor to the bottom.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly down and then dash. So I still have 40 feet of movement.
So you're outside.
I'm just gonna go wait at the front door. I'm gonna keep it open with my arms.
Okay, you moved so fast that you didn't even notice that the bricks that are boarding up the windows
They don't.
have started to fall out as well. Everything is coming apart in this place. Midnight, you're up. Dex save.
Am scared.
We could have dove out that window upstairs.
Would you want to take
Oh,
the
the-
fall damage?
Upstairs in the attic, the windows are were still holding together, and now they're starting. As this round comes up, they're starting to fall out. Okay. So Midnight topples, and as she does, she falls through the
Verdict.
floor.
Oh, you already said the result.
What's that?
I think she still had Bardic.
No, Shared. Actually, you do.
No. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave it back to you.
But the DM already gave the
Technically,
result.
you could still do it, I guess, if you want to. You
'Cause he's being
you're gonna need a
nice.
4 here. Oh,
I did.
So as you're falling through the floor, and you can see you would have fallen through the floor, you hear one of Midnight's or one of Mira's jingles in your head. And
I nope.
you're inspired enough to hold on to yourself. Okay, so you're able to keep running.
Unlike Bird Boy, I can't just go through the hole. So I get to 40 at the top of the stairs, and I guess I'll use the rest of the dash to get as far down as to the stairs as I can.
Okay.
You
Can
You
I
can jump
can,
down, superhero
It's
DM,
like
landing.
30 feet per floor-ish, so
can DM move me because I can't leave the secret
yeah,
area?
Yeah.
jump down, superhero landing, and then I'm gonna bring you back down to the crypt.
I don't want to take fall damage. I don't have much health.
Okay, I think you're there. And now it's Chris's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna follow same path, go down 20 feet, and then jump off the edge and free fall the last 20 feet.
Dex save, though, right?
Dex save first.
Actually, I'm
Dex
just
save
gonna.
your turn.
All right. Just
as this whole thing is starting to shake, the whole house is toppling. You guys are able to somehow surf your way through this thing of broken boards and buckling things, snapping under the weight of the.
You know what? I'm just
twisting.
gonna jump off the top of the stair banister. I'm just gonna fall the 40 feet.
Are you sure about that?
Yep, I am.
Roll
Okay.
3d6.
Not worth it.
Semi
You
worth it.
take 9
Plus
damage
5.
and have a
He
sprained
still has
ankle.
the armor.
And then minus 9. Brings me down to 13. Okay, so then I do that, and then I use my action to dash. So wherever that gets me, I don't know.
Okay, I will just down here, and you have whatever
Ear's feeling
movement you
very
had
alone.
left. You got to make a dex save to land on the ground. That high of a fall to land on your feet if you want to continue
Okay.
moving.
Boop.
And look at that.
Nice. He does like a whole superhero move. Boom.
So you're able to continue moving to where finish your movement, and it's Mira's turn.
All right, dex save. 14. Dash.
Okay.
Move me 60 feet.
I'm gonna estimate that that's somewhere right
A little bit
around
ahead of me.
midnight. Yeah, right about there.
Yeah, like at the end of these stairs.
Yeah, so you have a 10-foot drop basically to get you onto the main floor, where Chris just disappeared by you.
A drop is worth it.
Yeah, but I don't have any more movement because I dashed.
Yeah. Next time, drop.
Hey, Cole. The last one upstairs now.
Oh! But I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Right?
You roll.
Roll again.
Meet or beat, right?
Oh,
Wow. Okay. You're good. You held on.
Okay, I'm dashing. That was close.
Would that be like right around behind me? I
So
think.
you're going. Wow, everybody really ran there, eh? One,
Yeah.
2,
We're about to
3,
be
4,
leaping out of
5,
here.
6.
I'm gonna need you to move me though.
Because we
think
can't leave that
you're
area.
basically just.
I'm gone.
To be right
Just
behind,
behind
me.
midnight there.
Oh, I'm down there.
Okay,
Okay.
Krim, you're up. It's already waiting by the exit.
yeah. So I'm just gonna wait until everyone's passed, and then I'm gonna go on. I'm just gonna keep holding the door.
Yeah, I didn't put you downstairs. You're sitting by this door, and it is opening now that you've checked it. Yeah, fine. The one that was magically sealed before, the saloon doors that wouldn't open for you. Krim's just standing there with one wing holding it out. Midnight. Dex save, please.
The worst possible save. Yay.
God.
You said it's only 10-foot drop from here?
Yeah.
I'm jumping.
And 10 feet, you can definitely jump. If you make a dex save again, you land on your feet, no damage.
No promises.
Because you're
Just gonna-
jumping on purpose.
I can take damage, it doesn't matter.
So you land
It's just a
prone
D6, I
and
think.
take D6 damage.
Hands on Chris. Deals damage.
That uses half your movement plus, so you have about 10 feet or 15 feet left.
I'll use the 15 to keep on trucking.
Okay.
So
you
move me
are
where I need to
now-
be moved.
You are now there.
You just hear the crunching of even more boards as I just drop.
And you can actually
Again.
see Krim, because you've had enough time to sit there. Chris, you're going to be up in a second. You've had enough time to sit there for a second. You can see where there were werewolf claw marks on that door that you're holding now. And they look fresh. And then they stop, like, obviously, it's probably as soon as you guys entombed the baby, they were able to get out. Whoever Savorie was able to get out of here, so you guys hadn't seen any sign of her until now. So, Chris, you're up.
Okay, I still keep going with my mad dash to the door, so another dex roll. And I fall down, I guess. I fall
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
you fall. It's fine. We're almost.
I've
out of
already
here.
used my inspiration. So I use my action to get up and I keep going.
You do notice, though, that as you are face down to the ground, as you are so close and you've made a thud, out of the dumbwaiter area here. Whoa, that's
What's-
the wrong thing. Okay.
There shouldn't be anything in the dumbwaiter. Nothing can fit
I was
in that
about to
tiny
say
thing.
we couldn't fit unless it's a halfling corpse zombie.
Come
You
on.
see-
Or a baby.
A swarm of baby
Swarm.
rats. Well, they're not
Baby
baby rats.
rat, doot 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 doot.
They're large adult rats, but they're small to you compared to
Okay,
you.
now I'm really motivated. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I get up and start sprinting for the door.
Gonna leave me here with the rats.
So you can probably get out from where you are if you want to avoid the rats.
I want to do both those things.
Okay, so Chris breaks through the plane of the house and finally gets some fresh air as the dust is going up behind him like an Indiana Jones action scene. Escape from the temple. And
By the
you're up.
gods. Did you see those rats?
Myra's turn.
All right, so there's another floor between me and the ground floor, right?
Yeah,
It's a
you're-
10-foot
you're
drop.
about 10 feet off your feet are 10 feet off the ground floor.
Oh, okay. I thought there was another floor between the two.
No.
You've made it to the second floor now.
You can drop or keep trucking down the stairs.
All right, Mira's gonna leap over the banister and drop down 10 feet.
What have I started?
Roll a d6 of damage.
Dex to land
Dex
properly.
save to land on your feet and d6 of damage.
All right. 24.
Oh yeah. Roll a 6 at least.
2.
2. Okay, you're still good. And as you land, you see there's a swarm of rats sitting right here, and
Nope.
they are piling out of the dumbwaiter still and trying to find a victim to attack.
Mira's gonna call up, "Watch out for the rats!" and run for the front door. I think she's got about.
hate
The
rats.
jumping would have been an action, right?
Part of
All right,
Well,
so 5.
From where
10,
you were, yeah, it's not really a jump; it's more of a drop.
15,
So you're fine.
20. So she would be through these doors about 10 feet.
Okay. And Cole, you're
You
up.
don't even need a dash to leave the house, it seems. I think.
Okay, I'm dashing down the stairs.
He doesn't
I'm
want to
not
drop.
jumping.
But jumping's fun.
It's too high up for me. I can't handle that.
You don't like heights. You got it.
That is 40 feet right there.
Don't think of it as I think
So
of
you
it as
have-
death.
I have 20 more feet, but
So 1, 2, 3, 4 would put you there.
okay. Where'd those rats come from? I hate rats.
It looks like they might have a chance to attack you before your turn's over. Before you get out. Krim, you're standing by the door there still. You can see you're holding the door for people and you can see the rats piling out still.
Yeah, I'm afraid to let go of the door, so I'm just gonna stay there, and then
Until he has to.
yeah, then dodge.
Take the dodge
guess.
action.
Dodge action.
Yep.
Okay. Is that a key point? Patient defense?
No.
Just an
no,
action you can take.
Yeah, it's an action.
Okay, because you haven't
Patient.
done anything yet. Yeah, that's a bonus action thing. Okay. Midnight.
More dex save.
Yeah, I guess it would still be a dex save because the house is still shaking. And you managed to hold on.
I'm just leaving the house. Fuck, screw those rats. Not dealing with rats.
Okay, so the
Mount.
rats are gonna take a bite
House
at
is
you
gonna crush 'em anyway.
while you run away.
Miss.
They miss. They can't break
And-
through your midnight armor.
And as I get to the door, like you're gonna have to move me, I think I'm gonna get to the door outside the house and hold that door open for everyone else. So I'm holding the front door open.
See if I can do that. There you go.
So I'm like kind of like in between, like right here, holding the door open, trying to push everyone out.
Okay. Chris, you're up. Outside the house.
I'm outside the house.
Yeah, you've made it outside already. Trim was
Waiting
holding the
for
door
everyone to
open for
leave.
you last time and you just booked it out, so.
Who is still in the house? I do a quick head count? Who do I see?
You would see Krim holding the door still at the end of the hall. Mira has almost gotten all the way out, and Midnight's almost out, and Cole is still nowhere to be seen from you.
All right.
Point of view.
Okay. Krim, we've lost Cole. Just shut the door. No, I don't say that. I don't do anything. I do a head count and I
He's waiting.
wait anxiously with a held breath, with bated breath, to see if Cole makes it out.
Okay.
He
And at the
loves
top
me.
of the round, before Mira gets a turn to go, the swarm of
Rats.
rats starts advancing. And it's going to take an attack against Cole.
But Chris will
It's
start
okay,
chasing
Cole.
them.
They're only rats.
Can I defend myself with a ration?
It missed.
The
It
rat
missed
swarm
anyway.
is not able to bite through your Triton coral armor, and they're hurting their teeth and turning away. Mira, you're up.
Awesome.
Mira's just gonna book it out of the house, and she'll kind of run as far as she can before like her feet kind of get caught up outside, and then she'll kind of tumble to the ground, panting on her hands
So
and knees.
you and Chris can change back to outside the Durst Manor view on your Zoom if you want. And Cole, you're up. Prim's still holding the door for you. Rats are trying to get you. What's up?
Run.
Okay, I am going to deftly avoid an opportunity attack and run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And as I run past Krim, I'm going to yell, "Come on, Krim!"
You have a speed of 30.
So your dash is 60.
So your dash
Okay.
is 60, or your if you disengage from the rat swarm,
My
you only
dash
have
is
30.
60. I'm 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So the rats are going to make another bite at you, is what I was getting
I'm
at.
I'm gonna make a partial dash, not the whole
And
thing.
the rats can't hurt you. So that's perfect. All right. So you get out. And
And I
Krim,
turn to Chris. Krim's still in there.
he's
Where's
just-
Mira?
He was holding the door, waiting for everybody to leave. So as soon as the last person's through, Krim is moving through too. And
Where's
Mira's already
Mira?
booked it out. She's out in the field like 20 feet from the house.
Oh,
So everybody has made it out successfully. And behind you, you see the house toppling and more boards falling. You hear the screams of rats and other things that you didn't know were even alive, and they're pouring out of the walls now. They're falling out from between things. You can see rats being crushed by bricks and falling debris. Getting hard to stand this close to the place, so you guys probably back away because the smoke is coming up from trouble. And you have successfully lived through Durst Manor.
The death house. Yay.
Well, some of us did.
oh yeah.
Well, as far as you know, everything's peachy.
that's
Everything's fine.
You know, you're freaking me out, Greg.
That's his job.
I know the point, yeah. All right, yeah. So as you guys move away from the place a little bit, it's probably a good time for us to take our intermission, eh? What's the idea in everybody's brain right now? You want to get as far as you can from the house? You want to go back
Get
to the
as
house?
far as we can and just rest.
Is the house collapsing or is it just totally still?
The house is collapsing.
Okay, I'm gonna run away.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
get
yeah, if
safely
everybody's moving
away.
away, then we will go to a camp. And
That's like campfire background.
yeah, campfire background. And I'm just trying to select everybody's tokens so I don't get the wrong version.
Don't grab the torch.
Yeah. Okay, I got your copied, and we go to the.
Something's wrong with Crim's eyes.
So you guys see along the road here that leads away from the mansion, there is actually an old fire pit set up, and it looks like a makeshift campsite, like a couple 100 feet down the road. And so you're able to meander your way through this little campsite area. And you can see that there is an old pit of stones that was, easy to turn into a fire pit. So if you wanted to camp here, you very easily could.
Does anyone need healing?
If we're gonna take a long rest, it wouldn't be worth it. But Midnight's looking a little bit banged up.
If you can see on
Well,
this
I'm
map,
asking
too-
because someone's going to need to keep watch, right?
we can go through
Yeah,
that
but
in a
as
minute.
long
We can go
yeah.
through that in a minute. We're gonna go for a
Yeah.
break first, and you
Okay.
guys just got to this campsite. You can decide all the camping stuff you want to do later. But if everybody just takes a quick peek up north of this map, a little bit north of those trees, maybe walk a little bit north, and you'll see the ambiance of this campsite, sort of. As let's say Crim and Midnight, you guys just do a little investigation check to see if everything is kosher here. And that's where we'll take our break as we see that our artwork has been worked on.
Yes, the two people who dumped int.
You guys.
Wow,
are doing
those look better than I thought they did.
Oh, I guess we'll bring Chris there too because he has dark vision. Okay, good. Yeah, that works. All right. So yeah, there's some awesome artwork done. We will see you guys in a short while as we go on the Be Back Soon loop. Talk to you in 15.
Okay.
And we are back. Okay, so welcome back to the camp, everybody.
Back to the light of the living.
Out of
Back
that
to-
horrible house.
Back to the land of the living. Okay, so as you guys stumble out of the collapsing house, and you collect yourselves and look back and finally see the house for what it was, the illusions that shrouded the house and the curse that kept it here are now gone, and what remains is just a pile of rotten wood and toppled bricks. The signpost on the house is still there. It still depicts a windmill, but the colors are faded and worn by time. And there's no sign of those illusory children who lured you into the house originally. You all feel the silence and peace wash over as the dust is settling. And you're getting your bearings, and you find this campsite. You look around. The road heading west is cleared of some of its fog. And there are fields that run along this road that are lined with rows of dead vines. And you see they're barren of life right now. You see an area on the road just up ahead that looks like this old campsite, and you guys all make your way there. And it's a makeshift fire pit. And there's a fence that sits just off to your west. And it's sort of one of many of these types of fences that are near the road that look like old farmhouses that at one time they grew grapes. The walls of the farmhouses are partially collapsed and the roofs are gone. This whole area looks like it's been abandoned many years ago. You can see that like a tree has fallen over into the house that you're near. And it looks like it's been exposed to the elements for at least 100 years from what the looks of it are. And further south, you see a handful of small farmhouses and lush green fertile farmland. And it disappears into fog that it floats just above a river, about a mile in the distance, just to your south. And then as the wind is picking up somewhat, you feel it's chill, and you feel like it would be a good idea to get that fire going. And you get a good view of actually to the west of what it looks like in the distance, and you see the outlines of what could be a town or a village out there. Whenever the fogs move enough to give you a glimpse for a brief moment, and that's the direction you guys were heading before you were diverted into the Durst Manor. And so it's just over a mile away or so that it seems like there's a village sitting there, disappearing into the fog. So, yeah, what do you guys want to do?
So orientation-wise, north is above us, correct?
Yeah, north is over here, west down the road towards a village, about a mile away. South of you, you would see the land sort of drops a little bit, and it starts out with a bunch of dead farmland, but as you go down farther, it looks like there's actually food growing closer to the river, and the river is shrouded in fog as well.
Okay, I'm going to approach Mira, and I'm going to say, Mira, I apologize for my behavior in the house. I am slowly learning that the ways of my people are not fully accepted up here on the land among dry breathers.
I mean, having your personal culture is fine, and I'm sure that lots of things about Triton culture is amazing, but you are on land now, and you will have to learn to adapt. And what you did in that house was not okay.
Yes, it wasn't so much the fact that you tried to do it, it's that you continued to do it after our protests, and the group decided that it was a bad idea. And then after the ghost, I saw it strike you down, you fell into the floor, and you returned, and you tried it again without any other explanation than this is how we did it in the past. It seemed
didn't
to be
help you.
more of an issue. The big issue is that you just disregarded the decision that we had made
That was not my intent. I was angry at having been slain. It was not a pleasant experience.
Well, you did it before you died. Did you die?
Yeah, what
I
what,
mean
what
the
exactly
second time
happened?
when I
What do you
came
mean?
back.
When you when you came back from where? Where did you go? You fell into the floor. You turned into mist and you disappeared.
I'm not quite sure. It was this large chamber that was very dark. Thankfully, I had night vision, but my people can see in the darkness, and I explored in there, and then I came upon this I don't know, a gem or a crystal or something, and it spoke to me.
It spoke to you? What did it say?
It beckoned me to reach out and touch it, and there was another one in the same area, and I wasn't sure which one, if any, I should touch. But I did touch one, and the next thing I knew, I was back among the living.
Well, that's
Strange.
a mystery, but back to the point at hand. You know why you died, right? Do you know why you died?
No.
You
Angered the spirits by torturing them with water and salt.
I don't even think what I was. There are things now that were fuzzy at first, but now I'm remembering feelings, maybe. And I didn't feel anger, I felt fear. They were acting in self-defense from you. You instigated that, and it got you killed because you weren't listening to the rest of us, and that's the bigger problem here. I don't know where we are. I don't know what's going on. I'm terrified, and if at this point we only have each other, and we have to be able to rely on each other. And I honestly don't know if I can trust any of you, but I have to.
I confess my people are an arrogant people. We have our ways, and we have not experienced much of the ways of dry breathers, and we tend to act as in our best interest, but we also try to help others. And the way I was trained, I was only trained one way to deal with certain things in the priesthood, and I see now that I have much that I need to learn.
Well, maybe before you act, you check with the rest of us and we decide actions as a group. I think that's the way to move forward for us.
I will try.
Does anybody disagree?
Well, I trust you. I trust Cole. I mean, I was buried up to my ass in that monster. You guys were there to pull me out, baby and all. So I appreciate that. It's still, I need some clean clothes, by the way.
Yeah.
This is quite disgusting. I'm covered in what I can only assume is the decaying flesh of dozens of other people, and it is quite foul.
I don't suppose any of us know prestidigitation.
I don't even know how to say it.
Apparently neither do I.
That's not something I'm able to do.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, and she'll reach into her pack and she'll pull out her disguise kit. I was like, I don't have much, but I have this.
Well, it's better than nothing. I have this flask of water. Maybe we can just kind of clean things out. And then he begins to unbutton his shirt slowly, one button.
Whoa!
As the screen fades to black.
Turn around.
Is there a face token for that?
Oof.
There a face token for please don't.
Did I get one with some chest hair?
I don't know. I might have something. Let's see.
It's gonna be weird if Myra
There, I
has,
changed mine.
chest hair.
I mean, there's this one. Ooh. But she'll be like, oh, okay. She'll take some water on a rag and like step away. And she's just like more focusing on like cleaning her arms and her face and her hands, and because yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Midnight will say, do you guys require anything to drink? I still have the alchemy jug I pulled from the house.
Ooh, beer?
She kind
Could
of pulls
use
out the
a
jug and
beer.
starts like checking the little labels on all the spouts, and there's
Yes.
one of them that does say beer. There's also water,
Sounds
wine,
like a good idea.
miscellaneous other things. Do you have a container I can put this in, or would you rather me pour it on the ground?
Ooh, let's try the wine.
I can make, I think, about a gallon of wine. I can make more beer than I can wine. I can also make 8 gallons of oil. I mean, not oil, but fresh water.
You could pour it on Chris, and he could get all clean and wet and silky smooth.
But do we want to
Gonna have a
waste
wet
our
t-shirt
water
concert
resource?
contest now?
My vote's for wine.
If you feel strongly about wine, I'll have wine.
Take out any cups you have. I'll start pouring.
Don't pour me one. I won't be partaking of it.
I mean, Mira has a water skin.
Crim,
Yeah, Krim takes out
She
that
just
stuff.
used to clean herself.
Crim, my friend. What did you experience when you died?
Did I die? He scratches his head, looks at you, dead eye. I don't think I died. I was just transported somewhere, then transported back.
What happened to you there?
It was. I heard voices, like you said, voices. I can't remember what it said. I can't remember what it wanted, but it returned me after it took me. I don't think I died. I didn't die. So you can see his face is really conflicted. He's not sure if he died or if he wants to acknowledge that he died. He's in denial.
Midnight kind of slowly starts filling everyone's cup with wine from the alchemy jug and says, "Oh, I can only use this. This item only fills up once every day, so we have to be very careful what we want to drink from it."
He's in denial. Denial. Denial.
Denial.
Denial.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, I'll take some of that. Thank you.
And Mira's
the cup.
going to like down her first glass and immediately hold it out for more.
Considering this thing just constantly fills for a full minute for just till the gallon's up, she just pours more.
Ah, whoa, full. Thanks. All right. I guess you can fill up this empty flask if it's just gonna pour out like that. No need to waste it.
She just keeps pouring until it just stops. Until it just stops. Yeah.
Paul
she'll
is
just
going to
cork-
drink from his sealskin water skin.
She'll just cork the jug back up and she'll start drinking from an oil flask.
Do you
As you can
have
see, there is a hole.
How does it taste, DM? Does it taste spooky?
The wine is actually quite good, despite being from a jar that's been there for probably centuries, and it leaves you with a very peaceful feeling. Actually, after all this tension that's been happening, you finally able to sort of take a deep breath and unexpectedly feel a little bit of relaxation.
You know what, gang? I really think the worst of it is behind us now. I mean, that was pretty weird. House full of dead kids and a skull monster in the basement. I mean,
I mean,
That's probably just, yeah. It can only go up from here, is what I'm saying.
And close
makes
spaces
you believe
usually aren't the
that?
best.
I'm sorry, what was that?
what makes you think that?
Oh, we have this fine wine, good company, we're safe, and do I hear any wolves? Nope,
There are
I
no
don't hear any
wolves.
wolves. And there's a town nearby. By tomorrow, we'll be able to pay a wagoneer to take us back to civilization. All this will be in the past.
Mira will look off into the distance where you said that there was fog, and she's like, but there's still fog.
And as you do that, you can see that the sun is going down. It is coming on what you would call dusk. And as it does, the wind picks up a little bit more, and it gets a little chillier, and you're actually quite glad you have this fire now.
Did we ever
Chris.
actually light the fire?
Or just throw it on
yeah,
fire. Yes. Yes.
There's a torch in the fire. It's lit.
All right.
Somebody did.
Chris, would you mind putting a shirt back on?
Well,
I'm
it is
a
getting
little embarrassed.
it's getting a little bit chilly. I suppose that's.
It's so cold, I'm turning blue.
All right. Well, guess I'll just lay out my sleeping roll and call it a night.
Midnight will pipe up and say, I'm not entirely sure we're actually in Faerun or the Sword Coast still.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. How could we be anywhere else?
Mira,
Well, from what I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
Well, from what I have been knowing from my time around the Sword Coast, my religion isn't exactly known in all of Faerun, really. So those kids knowing who Lady Ezra was is different.
Yeah, but they thought you were Lady Ezra.
Who is Lady Ezra? You're right
Yes.
about your religion not being known. I have no idea.
Lady Ezra, as I know, is the Lady of the Mists, the protector of people who traverse them. She sacrificed herself to protect the people she was wanting to protect.
Like, any mists?
I just know them as the Mists.
Like, oceans? Like, sailing ships and stuff like that?
Just the inescapable thick mists.
Oh. Well, you must be popular around port towns. And mountains where the fog clouds roll in.
As far as I'm aware, even in those places, she's not known.
But aside from the elemental theme, what does she represent? Protection, danger?
She protects the people who wish to traverse the mists. She's about healing, helping others, protecting others. I think most gods would represent.
Well, if
Among-
a person ever needs a god, then being lost in the mist, there's certainly a place for it.
Seems like here would be a perfect place.
Among my people, we are taught that Persona is a god of justice. Perhaps that is why I was so angry when those children, they had died such horrible deaths, starving to death as far as I could tell, and I was angered, and I just wanted to make sure they could not come back. So,
With my interpretation of my faith, I want to help them. They're still people, so I wanted to help them ferry them to the next life.
Yes, well, we got it all figured out in the end, and I think that's what's important.
I would like to know more of your faith when we have more time.
Of course.
You know, all this talk of religion, Mira's gonna, she kind of, is sitting with her knees in front of her, arms around her knees, and her head on her knees, just like, you're not really
Mira.
participating.
Are you bored, Mira?
Not bored, just not speaking of things I know nothing about.
You have the voice of a siren. Where did you learn that from?
Who knows?
I hope you would.
It's something I've always been able to do as long as I can remember. It's why I thought Orwin took me in. But I guess that's not the case anymore.
Who was Orwin, and why did you need to be taken in?
Oh, Orwin is the reason I'm here. He is probably as close to a father as I've ever known. And he found me on the streets one day when I was singing, trying to make a copper. I think I was maybe 6. And he took me back to his shop and taught me how to fight and how to gather information, how to use people to get what I need or want. And
Well, this Orwin sounds like a very practical fellow. But if one of his goals was to get what he wanted out of people, what did he want from you?
I ask myself that every day. And all I know is I've been working so hard to my whole life, working so hard to be free of him. And now that he's gone, I go searching for him. What does that say?
Well, sometimes we don't know what we have until it's gone.
But it's all lies. Everything was a lie.
What did he lie about?
He could have just raised me. Why did he put me on the streets for 6 years? What happened?
But he saved you from the streets. I'm confused.
Well, apparently. Do you remember that fortune teller at the wedding?
Yes, of course.
She showed me things. I don't know if it's true. I really don't. She wasn't even sure either. But she showed me my parents. Apparently my mother's still alive, so there's that. And my father gave me to Orwin as an infant. But I have no memory of Orwin until I was 6, and he took me in.
So, you don't trust your own memory?
What's there to trust?
While this conversation is going on, Cole is staring at the flames in the campfire thoughtfully.
I don't know about the matters of memory and thought, but you do have your skills. And that is you. Your voice and your song and your lyrics. And if all other things are lost, you still have that. And I think that is more than most people find in a lifetime.
And what about you? You seem to be finding quite a bit.
I mean, look at this countryside. It's remarkable. And it's so fraught with danger and adventure. Yeah, there's such a change of pace. And it just feels like the land is empowering, you know? Like it's alive.
Do you find it invigorating? It doesn't scare you at all?
Well, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was scared when I was being chewed up by a giant flesh baby.
True, that's very disconcerting.
But I mean, I've lived such a droll life, making barrels of the Kuprik, but I never knew life could be so full of life.
What was your life before?
Oh, it was rather humdrum. My father abandoned me. It ends up that He loved the woman, and I didn't fit into that plan. I didn't help out as a child. I was. He had expectations of me, and when he needed me, I let him down, and so he put me in the care of a local abbot, and I was adopted from there. He just didn't have the time or interest in me, and I found my way to Faerun.
We have a disturbing amount in common.
Well, birds of a feather, as they say.
Speaking of, what about you, Krim? What brought you here?
Very apropos, birds of a feather, and then we go straight to Krim.
What about?
Krim, did you
came
get
with you
the
guys.
message I sent you in the Discord?
Yeah, I got the message. I was just
Sure.
didn't have. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, good.
Where was I? What do you mean? I came here with you.
What? I mean, yes, you came here with us, but what brought you to? I forget the name of the town we were in.
Daggerford? Was it Daggerford?
Daggerford, yeah.
Daggerford, yeah. But what brought you to Daggerford? There aren't many Aarakocra around there.
There aren't many Aarakocra around anymore at all. I went there because of the invitation of the Duchess, because, well, she's been a long time friend, and I was hoping she had more information for me. It was just, I'm still looking for the same group of people I've been looking for my whole life, and I still can't find them.
Well, maybe they're here. Who knows?
Yeah. Did you try like parks, or maybe like a park bench, something like that?
Park bench. Make me laugh. Yeah, maybe they're here. I'm good. Somewhere I can search for. At least that's a more noble cause than yours. Someone who just goes around adventuring for adventuring's sake. Ridiculous.
Well, hold on. This adventuring thing is new to me. I mean, I just made barrels for the last 20 years. All right, so don't paint me as some sort of great and stalwart adventurer. I have the most adventure I've seen was changing the shoes on a horse up to this point.
Yeah, well, what I would have given to live such a mundane life.
You guys will notice Midnight's eyes suddenly turn a deep purple.
Start sleeping.
No crap.
No, that's not the sleep one.
What does this mean? Last time her eyes turned red, people died.
And there was some green too, and she started stuttering. Did you notice that?
Midnight, are you with us?
Yes, I'm still here. You can see her voice kind of sounds a little bit more off.
So I have this piece of paper here and this pencil, and what I want to do with you is you tell me what the color of your eyes mean. So that way you don't like kill us all in a robot rage one night.
When you mention robot rage, I move away from.
You'll kind of take the piece of paper and say, well, I don't really know that many of the settings my eyes have, but I'll write down the ones I know. And you'll see she starts writing down red equals anger, green equals fear, black equals sentry mode, and then she gets to the deep purplish and blue, in that she puts equals sad.
And I'm totally writing all this down. Look at me. No.
Midnight. Is something wrong?
Do you have a list? Do you have a list of your emotions? Like,
She was writing them down on the paper you handed her.
no, but I mean like for later so I can reference it, like a handout in the...
Yeah, I can get
In the
I
journal.
can make one for later.
Okay.
But responding to Cole's question is, I'm all right. It's nice hearing you all talk about your previous memories. It's just sad since I don't have many. I can't remember past 2 years. And I know there's something missing.
Well, and
How much?
I would like to assume a lot. Most of my current lifespan is, I assume, missing.
That is really foreboding and sad, and I feel a great sense of tragedy knowing that you are not in touch with yourself.
The furthest I can remember before things start getting all breaking up, fuzzy, corrupted, whatever you wish to call it, is arriving on a merchant ship into Waterdeep.
Oh, us flesh beasts call it Alzheimer's. So before things get geriatric, I think would be the word.
It's not memory loss in that sense. It's like someone pulled them out.
Okay. Well, let's come
I
up
can
with
remember
a phrase for what this means, so we can refer to it easily. How about slug brain?
I think my internals refer to it as memory corruption. Memories not found.
Okay.
Error 404.
All right. So, what is the first thing you remember? Can you go back that far?
I can, but it's very fragmented. The furthest I can remember before my brain just stops is war, a bloody sword, blank.
You know, I once saw I've spent my fair share of time in the bars, and I followed the teachings of this man. He called himself a hypnotist, and what he would do is he would enable people to recall lost memories by putting them in a very calm state. Would it be alright if we tried that with you?
If you think you're capable of doing so, you may feel free.
Alright. Well, all I need is a silver coin and you to pay attention. And I don't know, do you breathe?
I don't need to, but I might be able to. I haven't actually tried. I don't feel a need to.
Alright. Well, how about this? I will suspend this coin from a string and swing it back and forth as a pendulum. And as you watch this coin, I need you to breathe in deeply and out. And in through your nose and out again. And imagine you are sinking into calm, clear waters. And as they envelop you, as they wrap around you, I need you to breathe out gently and allow it to infiltrate all of your gears, all of your sinew, and just release completely. And
you'll start hearing an echoing coming from the armor, as that's the closest she has ever tried to attempting breathing.
And as you are in this water, look up at the surface, and on the surface you'll see projected a memory you have forgotten. Can you describe that memory to me?
And whether anything happens or not is DM right there, because I only know what I have been told.
Yeah, as you're looking into this shimmering surface of water, she's underneath this water, is what I'm hearing? In her mind? Yeah. And as you look up through this image, you see a shadowy figure with a giant greatsword held between its hands, and it's standing in sentry sort of thing. It looks like a paladin as well, just very similar to you, except slightly different armor. All of the armor is moving with shadows covering the whole thing, and it stands there unmoving.
And she'll repeat
black.
back what she sees. The suit of armor, the shadows, the great sword.
Do her eyes change color at all?
Midnight's eyes turn green.
I'll look at this on the sheet here, and green means scared.
You can change that sheet, I think.
I believe so. Green should mean scared.
Mira,
All right. Seeing her eyes turn green, Chris starts to wind it down, knowing that she's afraid. All right. Midnight, you're coming back up out of the water. The air is returning to your billows. You find yourself floating on the surface now. And 3, 2, 1, you are awake. Not that I've been to a hypnotherapist or anything.
Greg,
well, and
I've never experienced anything like that, and I was staring at the coin, so I'm still hypnotized.
You hear Cole pass gas, and then and then
So that's the green.
he comes out of his little stupor.
all right, and
Midnight, what did you see? Your eyes turned green. I thought that meant fear.
It does. I saw a suit of armor like mine, but slightly different. It was encased in shadows and holding a great sword at attention.
well, I think Midnight could benefit from what I am also seeking here. I think she needs to see Madam Eva.
Do you think she could help recover my lost memories?
Maybe, or she could reveal them to you like mine were revealed. I can't really call them my memories, but she revealed the fortune teller revealed my past, and Madam Eva is supposed to be more powerful and more controlled, so she might be able to at least show them to you.
If we're lucky, she might be in the next town right here.
I don't know, it's she's supposed to be somewhere that I wrote down that I am forgetting the name of.
Is it Barovia?
No.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's outside of a town called Villaki. Did your notes say that?
Yes, Villaki. It does say that. It does say that. I just took me a while to access them because I didn't have them pulled up. I apologize. But I think, has anybody heard of the town Villaki?
It sounds familiar.
Well, I think we should try to find it.
All right. I've got a good feeling about this.
Midnight, are you sure you want to remember? Sometimes there are things that we would not want to remember. I know there are things I wish I could forget.
I do not wish to continue on only knowing 2 years of my entire existence. I don't even know where I'm from. I don't know what house I'm from. All I know is I'm a knight. I'm part of a knighthood. I don't know. I can't even fully read my own pedigree scroll. No one
A tear
can.
runs down Cole's cheek as he feels emotion well up inside him, and he tells Midnight, my friend, I will join you in this quest, and hopefully we can both find answers. All of us can find answers together.
I would like that.
Well, yes, answers and a way out of here, you know.
Well, where are we? I mean,
Well, we're near Wallachia.
do we know?
We can hope.
I mean, I guess the only way to find out is maybe go to that village and see if they have heard of Villaki and
Madam Eva.
go from there.
See if you can even figure out what continent we're on, if we're on still the same one, somewhere else. I don't recognize anywhere.
I find it hard to believe we walked an entire continent through the mists. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe we were transported, just like Krim and Cole were transported into that dark room.
Because they completely vanished and came back by the will of the mist.
Yes, well, my money is still on Crazy Wizard. I mean, it's not uncommon from what I hear that every now and then they toy with people that don't have the same mastery of magic with them for some sort of strange experiment. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this. It'll be just some crackpot in a tower.
Well, I think that's probably an argument for we should probably try to become as strong as possible so that if we do come across this
Yeah, well,
magic
I'll start
wizard.
doing my push-ups right now after I finish this wine.
I think we should become even more strong in case we run into this Strahd person we've been reading about.
Well, I'm gonna become even more strong. So there.
No, it's not a competition, Chris.
Chris, roll me a Constitution save.
When I say I'm gonna become even more strong, I actually take a long pull off the wine flask. That is me getting strong.
Strong drunk.
Bolstering his confidence.
Oh,
Oh,
you feel a rumble in your stomach a little bit, but because you haven't really
That's
eaten a
right.
lot today. But
Down, boy, down.
Yeah, you hold on to it.
Do you want some food? I still carry food with me.
Oh, absolutely, I'm famished.
She'll
You
give
know-
him a ration.
Getting pooped out of a giant slop baby monster really gives you an appetite.
I mean, technically you got vomited out.
Well, I mean, these clothes are still filthy, and then when he says that, he's kind of like patting them down, and then they just kind of billow out, and then all the detritus and stains are just all gone.
Son of a bitch.
That was you. All right. See what I tell you? Things are turning up for us.
Can you do that to me?
I don't know. Can you be nice? No, you're always nice. Here you go. And then he's like, and be clean. Be clean. Hold on. I wish these clothes were clean. What did I say?
Lean?
Clean? It's and as he's sitting there with his hands on her shoulder, it just goes poof, and then all the stains and wet spots just peel away, like lift up in little disintegrating little spots, and her clothes are clean.
That's so much better.
I guess it's more of an intention thing than a word.
Well, we kind of knew that a little bit. It's definitely controlled to your will, I think.
I wasn't sure.
So
if
what do you will, Chris?
Armored
The fire
Agathis.
to go out, and then the fire goes out.
Oh.
Shit! Fire to come on. The fire comes on.
Didn't even have to get rid of the torch.
Cole is going to stretch out and try to relax a little bit.
So shall I be on sentry duty?
I was just looking at the chat. I'm sorry. He's hot.
Sentry
He's
duty.
cold.
How are you? How are you feeling? I mean, how are you at? I mean, you don't breathe. What else do you not do?
I don't eat. I don't drink. And my version of sleep is just dimming the lights, I guess.
You know, were your creators Amish?
I don't know who my creators are.
All right. Well, you
What's
are
Amish?
finally. Amish is, as far as I know, it is a type of flavoring. But word on the winds, they may be the crafters of fine wooden furniture. Is how I've come to know of them. And maybe I thought since she has wooden sinew, thought maybe she was some sort of share.
Yeah, we had a lot of items from the Amish. You know, an interesting little fact. They always put a flaw in their work because only the gods are perfect.
That's very meditative.
But then I
must
would
be a-
argue that it's more perfect because they purposefully put an imperfection. It's a catch-22, I guess.
Yeah, there
Myra
must be.
is drunk. That's Myra's
No
drunk
way.
ramblings.
Educational.
Oh, tee up my nose. It's fine.
They must be very spiritual people, but I feel like we've gotten a little off track. You were telling us the things you don't need. What was it? Food, to breathe, and what else?
Water.
Water.
My sleep is basically hitting the dimmer.
Oh, so you can just. What does that mean?
I rest. I'm in a state of inactivity, a state of rest, but I can still hear, I can still see. I still know what's going on around me.
Fascinating. Can you just do it on command?
Yeah,
Can you do it right now?
yeah.
Okay.
And then she just... We're
All right.
dim.
I take my overcoat and I throw it over her head.
Dims her eyes and goes. "Dun-dun-dun-dun."
Does she wake up at all?
I mean, I can just like choose to turn it back on because I knew something went over my head.
I think she was lying. Look, I threw my
Eyes
overcoat
automatically
over her
come back on. I saw that.
head. Wonderful. I take the overcoat off. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to know. This is a new thing to me. I didn't mean any disrespect by it. So you will be taking watch then? Is this what is happening? I'm not too sure.
If you all want to sleep, I can just keep watch.
That sounds fantastic.
That way we
Good
all
night,
get rest
Sabbath.
and someone's always watching.
Cole
You know-
lets out a restless sigh and
I-
kind of rolls around restlessly on the ground. He can't
Yeah,
seem to sleep.
Yes, I have felt like something has always been watching us. I guess it was just you. All right, well, I'm going to go to bed. Good night.
Mira, I cannot sleep. Do you know a tune that could put us to sleep or help me relax at least?
Sleep spell.
Starts punching you.
Nothing like a song on command. Okay.
Crim uses stunning strike.
Full non-copyright
She'll
music from
say-
YouTube.
She'll say, I
Baby shark boop boop.
Copyright.
have-
Do.
a lullaby that I have been working on. I guess it goes like this. Wandering the empty road in twilight's silver shade, following the hidden paths alone and unafraid. Let the sunlight free the heart, forever bound to roam, and let the waking morning find the weary traveler returning home.
I'm out.
I am covered in goosebumps.
It's the best song ever sold, sung to a bunch of people that fell asleep. I imagine it has the energy of a nursery when all the children are
Is that
asleep.
like a song of rest as well? Because that's
I mean, here's the thing though, if we're about to take a long rest, we could always get interrupted while we sleep. So yeah, I guess song of rest for everybody.
I was gonna say that's a point of inspiration. That's awesome. If you haven't used your inspiration already, then you get some again.
Roll
And
song of
song of
rest,
rest.
please.
I have not used it.
Okay, well then because Cole asked you for that one, I'll give that one to Cole.
Okay.
Can you roll song of rest, please? I don't remember what it does.
I just
Song of Rest. It basically means you get an extra hit die, but I'm not sure the exact hit die when you take a short
D6.
rest.
Your bardic die.
Is it a D6? Oh, it's
Yeah,
my
bardic
bardic die,
die.
which right now is a D6. Yes.
Yeah, so everybody can, if you're rolling, but we are
Just gonna
planning
use
on
the bardic
long rests
die
here,
just
I
in
think, right?
case.
A long
So-
rest heals us fully.
Everybody sort of falls asleep. Is that the idea?
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
falls asleep. Midnight does sentry duty.
Okay, so while
That's 2 points of Song of Rest.
I'm gonna need
you want
Midnight
it.
to make a series of perception checks throughout the night. Then
I can try.
About 42 of them.
42.
no,
I don't know if I can click that much.
You do, yeah. Give me a perception check to start off. Okay. So for the first little while, nothing happens and nothing goes wrong. Then, for the next 2 hours, give me another one. You hear at one point in the night, nothing's happened at all.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a little bit of a scratching sound coming from this direction. Give me another, if you want to get up and investigate it, you can, but other than that, give me a perception check.
I would like to get up and go investigate it.
Okay.
Like having like a little torch mounted.
Okay.
So is it like this way?
Yeah, so when you get right about here, and you're walking past...
Little torch.
You walk in between a couple of bodies, and you walk past Cole's head. And you see Cole sleeping there with his arm, like, above his head. Kind of like, ah, you know? And,
it's like, ah!
Yeah. And he looks really comfortable. But as you go over to Cole, notice his arm is stretched out. He's sleeping with his back to the stars. And... Or his chest to the stars, back to the dirt. And where his hand should be is only a dark, fleshy stump. His hand seems to be gone. Make another perception check.
That sounds very ominous. Oh no. Perception, come on. Ah no! It just got lower and lower.
Yeah, you can't see anything anywhere. You don't hear anything happening.
I just know Cole's hand is a stump.
You can see that Cole's hand is clearly gone, and where the stump starts is kind of like a bunch of shadowy blackness, pulled flesh and shadowy blackness.
I think at that point I'd be trying to wake Cole up to let him know his hand is missing.
Is this painful?
No, you're snoring.
Okay.
I'm just like here trying to like shake and wake Cole up.
While you do that, you feel something. You kick something. Give me a Cole. Give me a Constitution check. And
is that the rest of his hand?
Midnight. You notice that you kick
Constitution check or save.
Do a save, I guess. It's fine. And Midnight, you notice that you kicked a small object, and you see his hand trying to steady itself again. Cole, you stay sleeping. She's not able to wake you up with her.
It's a good song.
I would like to pick the hand up.
The hand is actually holding a stick between two of its fingers.
He wants to fight me with a stick.
And it's got 3 of its fingers underneath it as feet. And it's holding the 2 fingers, and it's written a message in the dirt. It's just finished writing this message, and it throws the stick away and starts crawling back towards Cole.
What's the message say?
Wait, my hand?
Yes.
Detached to write something?
Your hand has been detached and it wrote something.
The dark magical shroud that's covered his arm, his hand before, it sort of, the hand, you see it jump towards where it should be, and then all of a sudden the flesh comes out and grabs the hand, and the hand grabs towards the wrist, and the flesh reattaches, and his hand goes back to normal, and he doesn't even wake up.
May I read the message?
The message says, "Hello, brother. Welcome to Barovia."
Jimmies have been rustled.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I was just
I don't know this, so I can't react.
Do.
Correct. You don't know what happened there. Okay.
Midnight's
Give me
kinda
one more perception
okay.
check.
Okay. Hopefully
As you're trying to shake this off, you are very alert, so you can do it at advantage.
Okay. Crit!
And you think you see in the distance on the western road, kind of the direction you were headed towards those farmhouses and stuff, towards the village, you think you see some movement on the road up ahead. And it might even be, because that was a nat 20, it had the same color of outline and same shape and everything, same look in the moonlight as the werewolf that you guys were just spending a couple of hours within that house before you guys escaped.
She'll kind of brandish her shield and the silver short sword she took from the house.
You could see that the shadow figure tried to it looked like it was doing recon on you, sort of. And as you started approaching it, it might have started backing away, but then it stopped moving again.
She'll call it, I know you're there.
It's about 200 feet away.
Does it look like it's backing off or trying to get closer, or just
It looks
frozen?
like it's tried to hide again, and you can't see it anymore. You could make another perception check if you want, but it's probably
I can attempt.
gone behind. Yeah, so it's definitely about, the last time you clocked it, it was about 200 feet away and moving away from you slowly.
Gotcha.
You would feel with your perception checks, you could feel like maybe the danger has passed here. Maybe this thing was also wondering what was going on.
She'll kind of put the short sword back in a pack, and she'll take her longsword out and just stab it into the dirt and lean her shield against it and go back into sentry mode, just ready to just go ham on something if something comes up.
Okay.
To resume her rest.
And as you feel the chill of the night air, not you, but everybody else, come or pass by in your waking moments, you're feeling like it was a good sleep, and you're well rested. You have had a full long rest, everyone. And Midnight, you only spent a few minutes there not being resting, so you should be
and
fine.
I only need 6 hours to consider a long rest.
Yeah, so everybody's waking up, fully rested, fully feeling great. Cole stretches 2 hands out to the sky.
All right. As soon as Midnight just gets off of sentry mode, she just shouts, "Cole, there's something wrong with your hand."
What? Where?
She'll point to the area that had been written in dirt, if it's still there.
It's still there. It's freshly scribed. It looks like a child's handwriting almost, because it was done by a single hand.
She'll say, "Well, I was awakened by some noises in the night, went to investigate, and it was your hand, Cole. Your hand had severed itself from its body. It wrote that message on the ground.
I support
watched it do
myself
so.
with an elbow, and I look where she's pointing, and I read it, and then I reach out real fast and I wipe it away to get rid of the message, and then I jump up and I'm like stalking off toward the fence, angry, muttering.
Cole, you're going
to
out there to
myself.
take a piss. Be careful, there's wolves.
I do not think he liked the message his hand wrote."
I kick the fence, mumbling something about my brother.
Guess he likes his privacy.
As you kick the fence, you notice a raven sitting on the fence about 20 feet away from you. It was sort of just so motionless, and it's pretty small. Nobody really clocked it or anything, and it takes off. It gives you a funny look for a second, and then
How far away is
and
it?
then takes off. Oh, about 20 feet down the fence line. And now it's up
As
in
soon
the
as
air
I
and
see it
flying
start to
away.
move, I'm going to cast Sacred Flames on it.
On a raven.
Poor bird.
Okay.
While that's going on, Midnight's going to report to the rest of the group what happened in the night, including the Cole hand situation.
And as soon as Cole does that, Mira will be like, "Cole, seriously? Didn't we just talk about not acting without the group?
You don't understand.
Well, then
Oh.
explain it to us."
The raven, the 1 hit point raven. Foo, 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 dodges you
Flies away.
with a 20.
My brother was inside that bird.
How do you know?
That's... Whoa.
Your brother was not inside a bird.
He was watching us. He was haunting me.
your hand just separated itself from your body, and it wrote that message in the middle of the night. Do you really think your brother was controlling your own hand?
I don't know. It had to be him. My hand cannot control itself of its own volition.
Well, I saw it do just that. It separated itself, wrote the message, and when it was done, it reattached itself.
But it said, hello, brother. Why would my hand write a message to me saying, hello, brother? It had to be my brother.
I mean, I feel like that's a fairly black and white explanation.
This is a lot to take in. I haven't had any coffee. I had a lot of wine last night. What the hell is going on? Or what in Avernus is going on?
Well, it seems we are in Barovia.
As that sounds
what?
familiar.
The hand said, hello, brother, welcome to Barovia, when it scrawled that message on the ground that Cole destroyed. But it said, hello, brother, we're in Barovia, so I believe that's where we are.
I checked.
That's pretty handy.
I was about to say, what would Mira know about Barovia?
I'm making an eye check on Midnight. What color are her eyes?
Normal. Standard.
Okay,
Standard
so
blue.
she's not freaked out about this. Well, I mean, it's an unusual way to welcome people, but as I said, it's crazy wizard town. I think that's proof right there.
Didn't the Vizanti people tell us Barovia was controlled by a man named Strahd?
Oh, is he the wizard? I mean, the name sounds really
He is
familiar.
the tyrant man who runs this place.
So
From the
Strahd is
stories.
Cole's brother?
Yeah, somebody had said something about a check on that.
Yeah, I want to know what Mira would know about Barovia. I honestly don't know what she would know about Barovia.
All
You
I
don't
recall
really
is what the
know or recall
Vizanti...
anything specifically. You've heard the word before a few times, maybe even out of conversations between Orwin and Aragorn in the past. It's something that it wouldn't be impossible for you to believe that you've heard that spoken out of Orwin's mouth.
Okay, but normal citizens of Faerun don't necessarily know what Barovia is.
Oh, hold on. We know that they make very fine wine. The Vistani.
Well, champagne at least.
Yes, that too. And we know that they have some sort of facility, and there must be enough people here to enjoy such spirits. So there may be a tyrant here, but at least he has a good appreciation for the finer things in life.
Yeah, but the Vistani specifically asked us if we would be able to break Strahd's curse. Whatever it is.
It seems like a pretty tall order to ask a bunch of strangers. How drunk were they when they asked you that?
Pretty drunk.
The
I
one
don't know,
telling
the old
the
man,
story?
hard to tell. If he was drunk, he was a very, what's it called? Functional.
That's the thing. They spend so much time being drunk, they're never sober. So it's really tough to get a beat on them.
Fair.
Some people. Well, so Strahd is a thing, and he is the guy in charge around here.
Yes, the Dreadlord, I believe they called him.
Okay, that seems harsh. I mean, why would you call Strahd a Dreadlord?
I don't have the handouts from the story, I don't
You
think.
recall that they were talking about a curse. You don't know any specifics about said curse, but you know that there is a curse upon Strahd or upon Barovia or something like that. And the Vistani believe that you might be able to help them.
Oh no. I've heard these stories before. People get chosen by destiny and then they have to go save a princess in a tower or some such nonsense.
I do remember something about this.
Yes?
I mean, Strahd. So we know Strahd rules at this, but it's more that he always was destined to be. He was a prince. Does the name King Barov strike a chord with anyone? I don't know. I remember that from the story. I like stories, obviously.
You remember
a
that
bard.
the old man by the fire, his name was Stanimir. Mira, you remember all this because you were so clued in it. You walked into this thing the whole time. You remember that he was telling of a story of a wounded soldier that came into the camp, his people's camp one day, and rather than returning this soldier away, they ended up taking him in as one of their own, just like they took you guys in and said, hello, come join us, you know. They healed his injuries, and it turned out that he was some sort of royalty, and rather than abandoning them when he felt better, he fought for them as well and defended their people, and they all traveled together and got him back to safety. And he basically vowed from that point on that he would, give these Vistani people his respect, and sort of made a deal with them to, be a noble people in the land, even though they are a wandering. They can come and go as they please, as far as what they said.
So Mira was telling this in grand bardic story fashion, not quite as well as Stanimir did, but she's like, so yes, that was the story.
Well, seems like if we are friends of the Vistani, then we are friends of Strahd.
All the more reason to find Madame Eva.
All right. Well, that sounds like a good plan. I guess we'll be off.
Okay. So I guess
Good town.
we got 20 minutes-ish to go. And Chris, are you okay with us taking 20 minutes, or do you need to go sooner? Last time you were on a deadline.
Yeah, it looks like I don't need to go. Things changed.
Okay.
Let's keep going for another 20 then.
So yeah, we'll get you guys to get into town, I suppose. So if everybody's healed up completely, then I can just leave these tokens here and put new ones out. So you can change your backgrounds to coming into Barovia. And
Gotcha.
yeah, you guys are. I will bring you to this one here, I suppose.
This one, right?
Yes, that's as you approach this city, this town, the mist has faded enough that it's hard to see distance, but you can see everything close to you fairly clearly. It's not like heavily obscuring anything that's near you, but anything that's far away still gets you don't get a clear picture of it until you're quite close. And so as you approach the town, you finally get a view of the mountains behind it, and you were realizing that there is a large mountain range atop which sits an old looking castle. And I've given you guys tokens. I don't know if you can see yet or not. But each
I
one
see
of
a black and
these-
gray map.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we get the background?
Check the Discord for the screenshot.
This isn't
So-
an animated one?
There is
It
an
is.
animated one, but he can't do a lot of animated ones. So
Find the one that looks like ours.
Yeah, so I've given you guys small tokens on this map. So if you want to put yourself in somewhere particular, you just hold down Alt when you're
Gonna bonk a torch somewhere.
So there's a
Thank you,
road
Shaky.
here that you're on, and this is the same road just to the south of where your tokens are. There's a road. It's just hard to kind of see. It's fairly dark still this morning. The sun hasn't really come up above the mountains yet, as you are sort of in this realizing now you're in this sort of bowl valley area, with the trees sort of rising up to the north. It falls down to the south, but then you can see it also rises up again as well. And so you are sort of in a lower area now. Have been. And as you approach this town and get closer and closer to it, you notice that expectations were more promising than reality as well, because it doesn't look as bustling as it was. The some of what you thought was possibly chimney smoke is just fog passing on. This castle does loom in the distance on this mountain, and you get a glimpse of it. But other than that, you're not seeing anything that's giving you any kind of more indication of where to go or what's going on here. There's no signs of life yet on this. And you see a pond, actually, and Cole, you would pay attention to that probably, seeing as it's the first body of water you've seen since you got here. But it is acrid water, and the smell coming off of it, it's a swamp area, like a runoff sort of thing. And it's not the kind of thing that you would ever want to even dip your toes in as far as what you would consider clean water. You know? There are plenty of frogs and wildlife skittering around, insects and things like that. But other than that, it doesn't look very appetizing to you.
I'll kneel down next to it and I'll cup a little bit in my hand and smell it and shake my head, and I'll fling it away and I'll say, this water is unhealthy.
Do we need to even investigate that, or is it just flavorfully obvious?
You can see it. It's there's actually some spots that are bubbling up with foam and like
Oh, that's gross.
stuff that you would not want to ever drink, and you can see that it's not a healthy water supply for the town at all.
Is there any signage around?
Where you're coming in,
Yeah, like wayfinding, anything like that?
not there, but you might see one as you're passing the pond. On the other side of the pond, it looks like there might be something there that would indicate. And as you get closer to it, it's a faded sign that says Barovia.
Grim, Chris, are you coming?
See, I told you, we're in Barovia.
You're
okay.
right. Wherever that is.
I don't think it's part of Faerun, not that I've heard of.
So we fell asleep in the mist and ended up in a whole other place, not in Faerun. I mean, Faerun is huge. How are we not in Faerun? Maybe we're just in an unknown part of Faerun.
Don't you think that Barovia would be on the map though? It's never on any map I've seen.
I don't really study maps much.
Maybe they're uncontacted. Pretty presumptuous for us to think that we know all the places.
Well, I mean, there was the Valley of Barovia, but it hasn't.
The Valley of Barovia?
Yeah, don't you remember there was a story of this Valley of Barovia? It was the mists took it away one day.
No, I don't know this story. Please do tell. I love stories.
Well, from when I was growing up, they would tell me a story about how a king was betrayed by his brother, and in part of the betrayal, the king was cursed, and his lands were stolen away. The king and his subjects, and his evil brother was able to continue a life of happiness and joy. It was a very sad story.
And what was the brother's name?
What was it? Darlin or something. It's been a while.
Roll an insight check to see if he knows what he's talking about enough.
All right.
Do you believe him? So Mira
Yes,
is
I believe
convinced.
him. I mean, she usually believes Chris. Since she failed that first insight check.
I completely trust him.
Yeah, you guys are. He thinks he's telling the truth. At least
Yes.
Everybody seems to know this tale now.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not really high enough to
Oh.
dispute based on what everybody else rolled. Krim looks around like, really? And everybody's like, wow. And he's like, okay, yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
guessing this is the gates of the town, or
As you're
something
walking
else?
into the town here, you see that most of these houses are damaged, boarded up. There is no sign of life yet as you're walking in. A lot of them have holes in the roof, and it looks like nobody's living in a bunch of these, even though it is the morning and sun is rising slowly now. We can actually probably give you guys... Now, we'll let you explore like this still for a little while. But yeah, you're basically moving through this place, and you see a light down this direction. A couple of fires are glowing down here, and there is not much else as far as sign of life or sign of where you might find any people here.
Maybe towards the fires.
That seems to be the only area where you might find, and it's, a few houses down, a couple blocks away, sort of thing. You're seeing two buildings, one on the north of the road and one on the south of the road, that look to be occupied. Maybe I should give you guys a little bit more vision here.
Yeah, because it's hard to really see.
3 houses is not enough of a
nighttime?
Distance.
It's getting some morning. Sun's rising.
I'll just do.
If there is a
5
sun
then.
here.
How about that? You might have to refresh
Nothing
the page.
changed for me.
Page refresh.
You might have to refresh the page, but it will hopefully give you a farther distance to see.
Krim, do you think you could fly up and see if there's any activity in the town? See if there's anybody serving breakfast?
I don't generally fly around settlements that I don't know of because I'm not sure if they're going to be hostile to me or not.
Now you can see very far.
Yes, I can see.
I'm
Looks
just
more
gonna
like
turn
daylight.
off dynamic lighting because it's daylight now. How's that? Boom.
Yeah, way better.
Okay.
This is kind of where we're seeing the light.
Getting rid of these torches though.
We'll bring them out later to litter your maps again.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Only you could prevent forest fires. So
We
you're
don't.
seeing a light, a bunch of lights here. Looks like this big building to your north is one of the
This is a
buildings
big
that's
map.
moving, and this one here is also somewhere where you're seeing a bit of hope or sign of life. But other than that, now that there's a little more light coming into the village, you can see a couple of children staring through windows at you. You are being watched as you move through here, but it's not.
Is that normal for Krim? Like, wouldn't people always be watching him?
I usually have a hood on and my wings aren't always unfurled. So I'm not too different from you guys unless they look too closely or I open up my cloak.
And you're tall, right? Quite tall.
No, I'm just 5 feet. Probably the shortest.
Yeah, so you see a small house as you pass by here. You see a small house with a fire going over here. And other than that, there's a bigger place here and a bigger place here that both have fires going, chimneys burning. You might even see movement on the porch at midnight as you're getting closer.
Do you think there's an inn ahead?
Yeah, this building here, Midnight, is looking to be like an inn. And this one, as you're close enough now, you can see the universal sign for money and goods. And it has like
Midnight will point towards the bigger building, say, this seems to be about an inn, and the one below it seems to be a general store, maybe?
That's the general idea that you're getting.
All
Are
right.
we hearing anything?
Yeah, like it's starting to pick up, but it's all very quiet. Like there's not a lot of motion happening in town. Nobody's really leaving their homes. But it is starting, like you maybe hear people making breakfast maybe or something. Hard to tell what's going on inside the homes, right? But it still doesn't look like all the homes are even occupied. But in the ones that you do see people moving around in, you see shadows and stuff. You see people staring through the windows at you. Yeah, there's a little bit of motion going on.
It's going to be approaching the building that appears to possibly be an inn. The rest would like to follow or not. It's up to them.
Yeah, Mira will follow.
Hey. So you guys walk up and you see past this building down here as you're walking by it. It actually has a signpost out front. It says Bildreth's Mercantile. And as you stand in front of this building here, there is a shack right in front of you that's not occupied, but this building back here, this larger building, is an inn, and it says Blood of the Vine Tavern, but the of is scratched out, and an N says Blood on the Vine now on the signpost.
You guys want to check out the inn? See what we can find out?
Yeah, it looks like things are happening.
Guessing this is the inn building.
Not a
Yeah,
great
and as you're standing there, Chris, you can see down this other alleyway, and to the northwest here, you see what appears to be and Cole, you see it too, a church in the distance. Maybe a holy building of some sort because of the way that the architecture looks. Reminds you both of what you might see from a church. So this town is, less than a mile in every direction from one side to the other, and so from intersections on this main road, you can see quite a distance down these alleys.
Does the
And
church have any possible familiar signs or symbols on it?
not from there. Actually, if you're going to go closer to the church to investigate that,
Yeah, because the church would pique Midnight's interest.
you're just going to walk away
Mine
from
too.
everybody, or
She'll say, I'm going to go check out the church for a
I'll
brief
go with
second.
her.
okay. And as you guys are walking down towards there, you I don't believe either one of you. Well, yeah, give me an Arcana check, both of you.
Can sure attempt.
Midnight, just enough to know that this symbol looks similar to one that the humans or the people in Daggerford and Faerun are calling Lathander. It's very similar to that, but it's not quite what they. There are some differences. It's hard to really with that roll, it's hard to tell what the differences are, but you can see it sort of looks like the Lathander symbol.
Midnight, do you recognize that symbol?
It looks like the symbol of Lathander, but there's some things different about it. I just can't put my hand on what.
Should we go
Ask?
over there?
Do you think we should ask? See if they could tell us more specifically if we're right or not?
Oh,
They may
wonderful.
not want to speak to a Triton.
A shrine to Lathander, the Morning Lord. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to take a seat and start to pray.
Yeah, Chris, you recognize it right away, and you know this is the Morning Lord. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's safe.
You guys
Chris
notice
just
that
waltz right in.
there is it is a church. It is dilapidated though. It doesn't look like it's open for business today, but the door is open. It's slightly ajar, and this church sits at the front of a giant cemetery behind, and it looks like the cemetery is easily 4 or 5 times the size of the church itself.
Oh, jeez.
And so if you guys are approaching that, I think we're pretty much coming up on our 4-hour mark now. So it looks like everybody's going to the church. So we will start from the entrance into the church next week. And thank you everybody for joining us. I think if we, I think we're pushing for trying to get some more followers because we've got plenty of people watching the channel recently, and so if you do have time to just click that little button, then apparently we can do some cooler stuff like get people able to, you know, give us advantage and disadvantage and things like that as we go live. So that
If you donate $50, we'll kill one of the PCs.
Are you
Yeah, I can
volunteering?
guess which one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put myself in that pool.
You don't have to do that. But if you do
But
hit
you can.
follow,
20% chance.
if you do hit follow,
I'll
then you can all
sacrifice the
vote
hand.
on who to kill.
Donate 20% and give the DM disadvantage.
Yeah. If Peter gives me $50, I'll kill Chris.
I heard something that on one of those, I think it was a Descent into Avernus thing they were doing on D&D, where they were giving mercy coins, which I thought was kind of neat. When you wanted to beg the DM for mercy, you could give him
Please
a
have
mercy
mercy,
coin.
DM.
So
Let us know in the chat what you want to see.
we have plenty of options as to how to do it, but we need, I think
you-
it's like 14 more followers or something like that. So
Since this is oh, go ahead.
yeah, if you guys click the button, then you won't be disappointed, by us at least.
What I'm thinking, since this is a horror campaign and it's really dark, what you do is you make a donation and the DM gives us a pet kitten or rabbit or puppy,
No.
and then we have to do everything in our power to keep it alive. And if it dies, our characters suffer several bouts of insanity, like temporary from the insanity table.
I don't mind that idea. Yeah, so
What, the bird
community
isn't enough?
community pets.
Oh yeah, our bird.
We have a bird.
They're
Oh,
missing
we
a-
already fish.
Killed that.
Yeah.
Cole tried to kill it.
We have a pet bird and a pet fish.
So this is like we got to take care of the egg in high school. It'll be like that, but in Barovia.
It's not a bad idea. I
Donate
like that.
enough and we'll insert you in the game.
So yeah, get in touch, and there's a Discord server. I believe if you are, well, saveVSgames. We'll figure that out soon. All right. Have a good week, everybody, and we will see
Tell
you
your friends.
next week. Tell your friends.